Growing up, I was into street shit. Hustling out of Grand Marquis Caprices. People always told me I wasn't gonna be shit. But I always
And welcome back to another episode of Lit Podcast. And you know how we do it, you know what I'm saying? We bring you the legendary and the iconic artists in the city, you know what I'm saying? Pioneers, you know what I'm saying? And the up and coming. But today, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, I got one of those, you know, GOATs, you know what I'm saying? Greatest of all times, you know what I'm saying? I got an icon, you know what I'm saying? I'm that one. I got that already, Mr. Already up in here, you know what I'm saying? What? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to bring them in because, you know, like, man, you just don't know. I've been waiting on this one for a minute, baby, you know what I'm saying? So I finna get, hold on, everybody roll up. Light it up. Roll up. You know what I'm saying? Because today, you know what I'm saying? I got the one, you know what I'm saying? BO BO motherfucking Luchiano in the motherfucking building, goddamn it, shit. Yeah, the crowd go wild, bitch. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, man? I appreciate you, not for real, for real.
Appreciate y'all. I like what y'all doing here, man.
Man, appreciate it.
Family on the camera, man.
Yeah, man. Man. We've been talking about you for a minute, man. We were like, man, we got where BO BO at, man. I holler at my boy, shout out SCJ. He's like, man, BO BO around, man. He'll holler at you, man. You know. Yeah. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, I'm gonna be determined, man. I'm finna just inbox him. I'm just gonna keep inboxing him. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna hit me back. I said, no, I don't need y'all help. I got it.
You worked it out too.
Yeah,
you worked it out. You was hitting me when shit was real hectic, and I was like, fuck. We was thinking about slowing down on doing interviews, and I said, damn. And then once Money Waters did it, I said, well, Kim Folk did that nigga shit, man. You know, you can't do everybody. Right. Just like I could when I was on the radio, I couldn't play everybody's song. So I was like, so when people ask me, I said, shit, send me your link so I can check it out.
Right.
I'm always willing to help my city, D-Town, to the day we fucking die, baby. So anyway, I had to help you, man. So I like what you got going on, and I'm always,
man, appreciate
always gonna be for Dallas, baby.
Man, for the ones who don't know, you know what I'm saying, I still gotta, you know what I'm saying, elaborate. Please tell them who you are and where you from.
I'm from BO BO Luchiano, Bobo, you know. I'm from Oak Cliff, Texas. Singing Hills, SHP, y'all know. Home of the Mighty Cliff Club.
You know what I'm
saying? Robert Thornton, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Over there in South Oak Cliff land, you know, we do it like that. I went to Skyline though.
Oh, yeah, you had to dress sharp every day.
Well, you know,
it was, you know, that was competition at Skyline.
Boy, you had to, you know, you couldn't come out there. It's like, you know, it's funny you said that because I went out there to play football, you know, and then I injured my ankle and shit, bro. So that was my sophomore year. So my first 2 years, I probably didn't even own a pair of tennis. You're right. You had to be. Unless you know, RYK Swiss back in the day.
Oh yeah.
With the tighty whitey.
Oh yeah. Them tighty whiteys don't kill him every time. Oh yeah. So them dope man fresh. Oh yeah.
Cortez?
Yeah. Dope man fresh. Come on, man.
That came after.
Yeah, but still.
That came after.
They still were hard.
They were damn hard.
Yeah.
I got a pair right now.
Okay, the soldieries. All right, the soldieries. What, you ain't fucking soldieries?
Not back then.
Okay, all right.
If you was talking about being crispy, as them cats call it, and you want something just sparkling white, K-Swiss, everybody knows.
Yeah, K-Swiss.
K-Swiss.
Yeah.
Everybody had the tight K-Swiss. Maybe Reebok Classics. Maybe Reebok Classics.
Right.
But, you know, or, you know, the top 10 Adidas was, right. If y'all know about them, top 10 Adidas came back out.
Yeah, they got the retros, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta give me a pair.
Shoot, they came out with everything. They had to.
Give me a pair, them white and blue ones.
Yeah.
Oh, you had them with a pair of them designer jeans back in the day, nigga. You was doing it.
Oh yeah.
With the ducktail, nigga.
Ducktail.
Back then, nigga, the shag. The shag.
Yeah,
that's what we used to call it.
Yeah, the shag. Shout out Dr. Rock. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dr. Rock. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out Dr. Rock. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying?
You wanna go down through that?
Say we been, baby, hey, you home? Yeah. You know what I'm trying to tell you. So, man, what it was like growing up in Singing Hill and Oak Cliff, you know what I'm saying, and just around here at that time, you know what I'm saying?
Well, early on, before crack.
Right.
Before crack hit, you know, it's pretty sure like it was any other neighborhood. You know, kids playing in the streets, playing, you know, baseball, football, you know. We had everybody know we had a corner store up there in Singing Hills up there. It's called Glenview. I don't know what it's called now. It's Rubens now, but back in the day it was called Glenview, and it was owned by some black people. So, we used to go up there, play video games. We used to walk the hood back then, ride bikes and shit. Come home when the street light come on. Better be home before the street light come on type shit. So, it was family atmosphere.
Right.
The dynamic of Dallas, from my understanding, is the generation before mine. Like my parents came from South Dallas, off of Hatcher on Warren Street. Okay. And so, when you was either in South Dallas or West Dallas or the North Dallas projects.
Right.
And so when you aspired to do better for yourself and get out the hood, it was Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove, and North Dallas, like where HP is.
Right. And
that's where all the people moved to, all the African Americans moved to really. And so we moved to Oak Cliff. I came up in Oak Cliff my whole entire life. My dad still lives in Singing Hills. So, I was just over there Thursday. Over there at old school Ned Barbershop. Everybody know Ned. You know what I'm saying? So,
over there in the shop center.
Yeah, it was cool though. It wasn't no drama.
We talking about the one behind set. What is that?
You know what Ronnie's Catfish is?
Yeah,
that barbershop right there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, in the shopping center. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that was the nigga. That's our hood.
Oh yeah, that's my kinfolk and them.
It look different over there.
You probably know my kinfolk Thomas Jones.
I got seen him.
Oh yeah, he was on Love Connections back in the day. He used to play play guitar and everything. They stayed right there. I'm talking about as soon as you come up. Well, now it used to be University Hills. No.
Houston School Road.
Houston School Road. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And then as soon as you get right there to the light by the car wash, you make that right. The first street.
They the light. They just built that light.
They got the light now. You know what I'm saying? You make that right, and then the third house right there, make another right.
I know what you're talking about. That's called.
I forgot what street
that little area is called something. I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to throw papers in that neighborhood.
God damn. This motherfucker right
once you start going, it's going though.
Yeah, once you start going, it's going. Shoot, I'm about to roll up some more. Shoot, goddamn, you gotta hit that motherfucker like this.
You see that?
Yeah, I see it. Goddamn, I should have stuffed it a little bit harder on that one. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it. But so, alright, so what was the music atmosphere like? Oh man, what influenced y'all to really take on rap music?
Well, I grew up funky.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I grew up playing the drums. I was a percussionist.
Okay.
My mom used to take me over to Brook Mays over in Wynwood Shopping Center for drum lessons, and then when I was a kid, they bought me a little drum set.
Okay.
A real drum set.
Right.
A little wing.
Yeah.
Not no punk shit. I was like,
not that Walmart.
Shit. Oh no. With the blue sparkles on, you know what they used to have the glitter on them drums. Oh nigga, shit. What the fuck? So I ended up playing drums, and every time we have a little something at RL throwing at the school as a little nigga, I played drums there. Shout out to my man Alex Hawkins. We would switch out playing my set. Alex was a much better drummer than I was. Right. As a kid, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I played the drums, and then in church. Okay. Played the drums at for the choir at church at St. John Missionary Baptist Church. We're talking about church with the money.
I mean, sure. Hey, all the pastors smoke. I know when I grew up, all the pastors smoke after church.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I went to a historical church. I went to it's actually the oldest black church in Dallas.
Which one? The one downtown or the one in Oak Cliff?
The St. John, that's right there on Marsalis, 2600
That's
Marsalis
what I thought.
Avenue.
Right there with the parking lot.
The big parking lot where the church was pushed
That's
back.
where I born, right there on Marsalis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm born right there on Marsalis. You know what I'm saying?
That's the church I grew up in.
Yeah, grew up on Merlin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ramona, all that. Yeah.
My wife, she grew up right there on Alaska.
Alaska.
Right there by South.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, that's our hood, baby. That's our hood.
All day.
And so, but yeah, I grew up funky listening to, back before rap, it was, Parliament Funkadelic, the Bar-Kays, Cameo. Cameo was my niggas, man. Cameo. And then
Cameo.
My favorite group of all time is the Isley Brothers. Oh. The Isley Brothers was the first 8-track that I owned. And,
A-track, whatever had that video game cartridge.
That was the first one I owned, and I can't even remember the name of the album, but that album, with Between the Sheets and all that shit on the man. Oh man, Voice to Atlantis. I said, man, these dudes just so funky. And then you really wasn't hearing that on the radios down here. And then, you know, my mom is from Houston. And that culture down there is just, you know, their ghettos are a little bit more, I can't say it. I can't put my finger on what it is about it, but it was
more tight knit. Not loose. It was more tight knit.
It was more some shit like you see in a movie.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
I just say this. When Pimp first came, I'm gonna fast forward, then we're gonna go on back to the story. Let's just say I took Pimp to my mom's house. He looked around. Cause this seen his in the early 90s. And he's like, you know, crack ain't been around but like 5-6 years.
Right.
You know? So he's like, these y'all ghettos. Cause the houses was nice, the yards was manicured.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like what I seen in Houston, bro. My grandmama's house was, you know, it was nothing like I grew up in. So it was they grew up. You know, poverty was real in Houston.
Yeah, but Singer Hill was always the
upper echelon.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, your granddaddy owned the store in Oak Cliff.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause my uncle, he was the key shop in Keith's Bazaar.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody went got the keys for him. So you know he stayed in Singer Hill. So
oh wow. Yeah.
So you know.
I think I know who you talking about.
Yeah, my Uncle James.
Yeah, I bet I know who you talking about. And they you know, in order for me to get the real, you know, my uncle. You know, we you know, my daddy was in and out of South Dallas so much. He owned the largest black-owned pest control business at the time, and his main clientele was mainly Oak Cliff, South Dallas, and Pleasant Grove.
Right.
You know, and then my uncle, his uncle, my second uncle, he owned this barber shop. If I show it to you, you probably say, man, I pass by that shit every time I come to South Dallas. It's right there on Martin Luther King. It was a red brick barber shop. And it had a Coca-Cola sign at the top, and it said Square Deal Barbershop. And them old men used to be out there playing dominoes like every day. By Madison.
By Madison. But okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Madison.
Yeah, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about right there on the side, right there.
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes. That's the life I had as a kid.
Okay, big.
Eating Henderson's chicken, Good Luck, Millie's, all that type of shit. Little World.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eating hang down, all that type of shit. So
that fresh meat, you know, the deli and everything, jumbo.
Yeah, jungle juices.
Yeah.
Before jungle juices got nasty, before we knew they were nasty. You know, we drink. You go in there $2 get a whole meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But thanks.
Nigga give me $50 with 50 cents with the cheese. Nigga give me 50 cents with the hang down. Nigga 50 cents with the crackers. Nigga and give me a couple of these jungle juices.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm good all day, nigga.
Man, say I miss them delis and stuff like that. They don't have it like that no more. I remember that.
No, my dad used to have me over there. She dropped me off over there, man, and that's when it was called Oakland.
Oakland back then. Yeah. See, I went around when it was called Oakland, but they used to always talk about it. You know, so when they changed it to Oakland, what year was that? That was like.
You know, I don't know the exact year. I don't want to put no lies on myself, but I would say that had to be late '80s, early '90s. You know.
Oh, then I was around then.
I was around. Yeah, they switched it up on us.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so all right. So what was the music atmosphere like, as far as like the hip hop? Where that started coming to grooming in?
Well, you know, I always say that we were born in a cooler era. The people that's my age, you know, I was born in the late '60s, because we got to feel that funk that our parents that I just got to talk to you about, and we were able to see hip hop start at an age where we were not too young to realize what was going on.
Okay.
So I was like in the 5th, 6th grade when Rapper's Delight hit the scene. Yeah. When Rapper's Delight came out, I was at Robert L. Thornton, 5th or 6th grade. And then we went to, and that had to be about 80.
It was in the 5th grade?
5th or 6th grade, yeah. When Rapper's Delight hit. Because by the time I got in the 7th grade, Curtis Blow was on the scene hard. He was probably already on the scene in New York.
Okay.
You know, now that we know the history.
Okay, right.
But up here, what was filtering up here through the radios, because, you know, you had to realize, you know, with no internet.
Right.
We had to wait on it.
TV or radio.
Yeah, we had to wait on it. And so once, I think the first thing we even heard from him was that Christmas song.
Okay, the rap Christmas.
Yeah, and then they played These Are the Breaks. And it went from that. Then once I got to high school, my nigga, and then they Cool Mo D and them started coming out and all that. Grandmaster Flash is what really did it for me. Okay. Grandmaster Flash was on Saturday Night Live doing that "Don't Push Me, 'cause I'm close to the," and the grand boy, them niggas was smelling the mail now.
Yeah.
Broken glass everywhere. I said, God damn, that nigga made me feel that shit.
And then that bitch said, psh, you sneak glass hit the low.
Nigga, and being a young nigga, I was like,
that's what I was
because
like.
I was seeing that shit riding with my daddy.
Right.
I wasn't seeing it in my neighborhoods at that time.
Right.
But riding around with my daddy doing South Dallas and yeah, you can see that. Yeah, man, I went through some houses and stuff, so I knew that's where I got my realness from. That's why I say, I'm from South Dallas. Cause I used to be in South Dallas so much from my old man.
Right.
Doing that pest control.
Right.
And hanging out with my uncle.
Right, and crack was hard in South Dallas at that time.
Yes,
they had a whole patrol. They had a black people patrolling that motherfucker at one point in time, didn't they?
Man, they had the gang unit over there in South Dallas. They had so much shit. Everything that was happening in Dallas that, as far as things we hear about now, that's going on now, started over there in South Dallas. Right. Yeah, all the RICO charge type crimes and everything started over there in South Dallas. Right. So South Dallas was...
It was always wet. I mean, you had everything, across the bridge.
Yeah, bro. You could go over there and get heroin. You could go get that wet. Right. Off a Park Road.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You could go. Everything was over there. It was a one-stop shop. It was people back then that had never left South Dallas. You know what I mean? They had everything they needed within South Dallas. They had their own clothing stores, they own grocery stores, they own liquor stores, they own schools, they had barbershops, everything. South Dallas was a beautiful neighborhood back in the day. And then it just, drugs, over time just took it down. Which is, that's part of the plan.
Right, that's part of the plan, yeah.
Destroy that, destroy the man. The black
because
man.
A lot of them had doctors' offices and all types of stuff.
Right there on Malcolm X, not Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, before you get, kind of right there by the car wash.
By Second?
No, before you get to, where the car wash is on MLK, right? Those big old houses that's across the street. Right. Them big old beautiful, look like.
Wait, the one behind the fraternity houses?
Those look like fraternity, but even those houses, and those houses right there, man, those houses were so beautiful. Lot's Funeral Home, right there by Lot's Funeral Home. Yeah, that's my cousin as well. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my family. She's like the godmother to all these funeral home owners that are out now. Oh, Lots is the originator. All them dudes, like shout out to my man John Beck with his dad and all them. What's my man that was over at Cedar Crest? Walter Wilson. The people that we grew up that owned the funeral home, they all worked there up under her and got their chops, and then went on and opened up their own funeral homes. Oh shit, I'm giving you with that shit, huh?
Yeah, you hit me up.
Yeah, Lots is like the original. She was like the godmother to all funeral homes that we have right now. Okay. Except for the ones that are owned by this new generation. But the ones we grew up on, they got work there. Okay. That's where most of them originated from.
Okay. So now, so we got the New York pretty much influence because that's where everybody knows that's where it started from.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Even though I was doing my history too.
Yep.
That a lot of this stuff came from Jamaica, really. You know what I'm saying? Came from the islands. They used to call rapping. They used to call it toasting.
Toasting.
Yeah, they used to call it toasting. Yep. It used to come from the art of ski. See? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it messed me up, and they brought it over to the Caribbean.
Educate these niggas, man.
The Caribbean dudes, they came over to New York and settled in. They started bringing their speakers and stuff and showed them. That's why you had niggas like African Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like that.
Where Millie Jackson get it from?
Yeah.
Where Blowfly get it from?
You know what I'm saying?
What's the other nigga that used to rap? Rudy Ray Moore.
Rudy Ray Moore.
Rudy Ray Moore.
They would call that scatting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that was scatting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was scatting. They were just changing the forms of it. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy how long it's been around. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing new. They used to take the records and put them through an echoplex and dub it. You know what I'm saying? I still have like the original song with like a piece of the vocal in there, like a sample still up in there. You know what I'm saying? And they be in the dance hall. Hey, the man did it? And they call it and they go over and they call that shit toasting. Yeah, and they brought that shit over here.
Yeah, they were too old to learn something.
Yeah, and then here come the MC. That was the birth of the MC.
Wow. See?
But not enough of that though.
But you're right. Yeah, we got it all from New York because everything was influenced by New York at that time, because that's where everything was coming from.
Right.
The stuff that was coming out of LA that time was more dance type of music.
Right.
Dr. Dre and them.
Dr. Dre.
What was it called? World Class Wrecking Crew.
World Class Wrecking Crew.
That type of stuff was coming out of the West Coast. Yeah, that electronic style. Mantronics and all that old stuff.
Yeah, Mantronics, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Art of Noise.
All that shit was jamming. But the hip hop that we gravitated towards was that street shit that was coming out of New York. And then what happened was, what really changed Dallas as a whole was when the All Hardy Del Party came on the scene. Every Wednesday nights they was on, before it was 90.9 I believe, before they switched to 89.3, but it was KNON at that old White House down there, man, on damn, I'm tripping.
Well, East Dallas.
Yeah, on East Dallas.
Yeah,
You know, I used to work there.
Right.
It's that right there.
Okay, you good. I got your back.
You know what I'm saying?
I got your back.
San Jacinto. Yeah, San Jacinto. Yeah, so I'm tripping. So anyway, yeah, they are the ones that's responsible in my book for what we are as hip hop, depending on what type of hip hop head you are. Now, if you're a backpacker now, but if you like a hip hop street dude, like hip street music, they are the catalyst or the foundation of, because no one else was playing that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were the first ones to play the Tila Rocks and all the street dudes that we wasn't hearing. We were hearing all the polished people like I just told you, Curtis Blow and all that. I mean, Kumo D and all that came through the KNON 89.3. Yeah, LL Cool J and all that shit came through then. They were playing, nigga, I remember going to Pizzazz, nigga, in like the 10th grade. See, back then we used to have high school clubs.
Right.
You know, where it wasn't no drama, wasn't no fight. I mean, it was some fighting, but it wasn't no shooting. You didn't have to worry about going there and getting killed.
Right.
You know, you might get your ass beat, but you ain't gonna get killed, man.
Right, you gonna make it home.
Yeah. Niggas used to fight with bats. I remember a time when nigga got hit with a bat. That was like, ooh, that nigga, you know, but wasn't no shooting.
Right.
And so Snake and them was in this club called Pizzazz. Nigga, I never forget. And that nigga had them speakers in that bitch rocking. This was when they had just came on the scene. They got the radio show. And they got this club that's in the middle of Oak Cliff, where everybody go from Oak Cliff on Fridays and Saturday nights, just cruising up and down Camp Wisdom. You remember that? From the car wash, we used to be at the car wash, back and forth to Pizzazz parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And you could either go in Pizzazz or Aquarius, the movie theater.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was like a big party out there. Was some shit like from a movie back then. I wish life was like that now, bro. I wish life, because these youngsters got like fucked up, man. We should just be out there kicking it.
Man, the crack game fucked that up.
The crack game fucked it that money, man.
The crack game fucked it up, and
then
the gang bang.
Gang bang did. Because crack, the real, my nigga told me, you know, I ain't gonna say his name, but everybody know his name. It ring the largest bells in Dallas. He told me something. You know, he was on the Get Money game. You know, until the gangbanging got here, and once they got involved with the crack game, you know, it started being cutthroat, a lot of killing started happening. But back in the day, them niggas weren't killing each other.
Right.
They were just hustling, man.
Right.
Hustlers, man. Dallas was a city of hustlers, bro.
I mean, but not what I tell you, cause I grew up in the Jamaican Posse era.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I come up Farm Ridge, Jackson Square, Biscayne, Vernon Hills.
Oh yeah, by South Warehouse.
Oh yeah, Vernon Hills. You know what I'm saying? Tropicana. You know, like
I used to be there all the fucking time.
Like I was there when they put the people in the bathtub. You know what I'm saying? Like
Jamaicans.
Yeah, you know. So it was like to me, like, and then plus my partner, the ones they did in South Dallas. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my partner's people that he knew, with one of his friends he knew. Yeah. So it's like that era was real tough. That era was like,
a real tough era.
Yeah, that was a tough.
Because
right.
And they had came from major money doing that shit, and was a little bit faster than us, and they came down here organized.
Right.
It was in Dallas at that time. It was before gangbang. It wasn't no organizations. It wasn't no cliques. And them niggas came down here with their clique and just put a full court press on Dallas.
Right.
But that shit only lasted for a little while.
Yeah.
Dallas niggas said, whoa. I remember it was one in the holding tank with me in that loose Derrick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Say, man, you speaking about we gonna talk. Say, you know what's so crazy to me because how times change. You know what I'm saying? You know, like from your generation to my generation.
Yeah.
And I see how the new kids now they got the South Tower. And all that stuff with the ice cream, or ice and water, you know what I'm saying, free walking around. I said, man, back in the day, I said, man, we had the bird cage. I said the government center. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I barely got to stay at North Tower.
Let me tell you something. I remember when they turned Decker into Decker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The
Decker
hotel.
was brand, yeah. It was a hotel when we was coming up. That nigga, that's a jail now, nigga. I used to have to go report that Decker.
Yeah, you can downstairs there.
Violated there.
Real down shit, you know what I'm saying? Not for real.
Yeah, man. I had to go report that Decker, man. So
Yeah.
Shout out Loose Dairy from that.
Man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfucking boy.
Nasty ass bear claws and shit. We can't shit.
Man, if we come in there and give you that boy that baloney sound, boy.
Nasty ass baloney saying, who want this shit, man?
They got the rat holes in the middle of that bitch. They be like, man, I'm ready for a trade, goddamn it.
With a bit of mustard. With a little bit of mustard, man. Or some beanie weenies.
Man.
Just quick to throw the beanie weenies on you,
Man,
man.
motherfucker, fucking Loose Dairy, man.
Fuck Loose Dairy.
Hey, okay, man, so, alright, so Snake and them had the radio going on, and they had the club with the speakers.
Yes.
So what did you get in where you fit in? Like, who was all, okay, I'm
gonna tell you.
who was all rapping on the streets? Who was knowing who was who?
Nobody really was rapping at the time.
Okay.
Because this was like, nobody that was notable.
Okay.
You know, the first thing that we heard as far as music was from my niggas that went to South Oak Cliff when UGK got with them, the Soul Study Struggles, with the Work That Next song.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then the box heads, my nigga Gerald, what's up, Gerald? I know you gonna see this.
Yeah.
My nigga Gerald, smoke one, nigga. Anyway, he
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, here you go.
Yeah. Gerald the box head, he was, that was like our first look at hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know, because breaking was on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's all coming.
Okay.
It's all coming together.
Okay.
We see these niggas pop like it was all about dancing back then.
Okay.
And then I remember I went to Skyline with my homeboy Cole Chris. I remember Cole Chris had
shout out Cole Chris.
And was dancing that nigga. Them niggas used to go and put they used to bring cardboard to school, bro. And be break dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nigga, they were serious about it.
Yeah.
You know, at Skyline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Them niggas, Cole Chris ask Cole Chris. Them niggas used to bring motherfucking cardboard to school and would be breakdancing like on the grass or in the
Man.
in the student center. Yeah, so we were as kids, we growing up in hip hop.
In it, right.
Yeah.
While it's developing.
Watching people tag buildings and shit for the first time, all that shit, nigga. I remember wasn't no tags on Dallas. I was going down 35 up under 30, right there by Industrial, or whatever it's called now.
Right.
But down there where the wrestling, the sportatorium was.
Man, I missed the sportatorium.
Oh,
Man, god damn.
Kabuki!
And I missed the circus. And I missed the goddamn circus. Goddamn and shit.
So which one? We used to like 2 or 3.
The one, no, by the Union reunion.
The Ringler Brothers, the Shriners.
The Ringler Brothers. Goddamn me.
Nigga, I went to a circle one time, a bunch of white boys up there had these little red hats. What the fuck they was this? The Shriner Circle.
Oh,
it was at Fair Park down there.
Yeah, the Shriner shit, they had the tassels.
That little tassels and shit. They was out there doing these old secret handshakes and shit.
Oh, yeah.
They was gangbanging back then. And then they went to the back and put their motherfucking robes on and started trying to lynch a nigga probably. Yeah, that's what they did. See, we don't think about shit like that.
Nah, that's what they were doing.
I don't even know why.
That's what they were doing at the Cotton Bowl.
Man, I don't even know why I was even at that motherfucking circus.
Man.
And I'm like, I'm at this circus and shit. What's this motherfucker?
Man, did you know they were doing that at the Cotton Bowl?
I'm telling you.
The Battle of the Bands? You know, they were for hanging niggas. That's what the Battle of the Bands came from. Man, I had read that shit, nigga, about the Cotton Bowl, and I was like, what? We be celebrating the battles of the band and the battles of the bands about celebrating hanging niggas? I was like, what?
That's why they don't want this critical race. They don't want you to know the history of how your ancestors and your really when you say your ancestors, it's really your mama and your grandmama and them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People that's listening now, it's your mama and your grandmama and them that was out here acting the goddamn monkey and acting the fool, killing people.
Wait, you want to pause? Oh, okay. But
so yeah, to be real, so that's what it was. So yeah, hip hop started kind of slowly, and so when I'm telling you, man, when Snake and them popped on the scene, because we were going to parties, I had already met Al.
Right.
I met Al through my sister. My sister was, me and my sister both was always trying to be, you know, in the music, being a DJ.
And 5-4.
So yeah, Big Al was already DJing. Before he was Big Al, he was in this DJ group called General Jam, right? And see, you have to realize it was all about partying back then.
Okay.
You know, going to different parties for all the drama.
Right.
And I was a young nigga because my sister is 2 years older than me, so I guess she's in 11th grade. I'm a freshman and sophomore going to all these parties, you know, around all these older motherfucking kids. But she was so into DJing, and so was I.
Okay.
See, and I just realized that I never was really into just the rapping part. I loved the fucking DJing part. I don't know what it was about that scratching and all that. And so once I started paying attention to DJing, met Al that time, you know, I went to this party. It's funny because we went to go meet him. He didn't have on this costume. I ride to the party with Al. He in the back of the car. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know he the DJ, but he's just sitting there quiet. You know, you got to know Al. You know, Al's a different kind of dude. He's sit there quiet. And then when we get to the party, you know, they got an opening DJ. And it's right there on 35 and Keats, right there. It was a bank building right there on the corner, right there by the cash, by that pawn shop. And man, all of a sudden they made this big production. And this nigga ran through the crowd. He had this big wig on his head. The dude that I was just in the car with. And he had on biking, what's them tights?
Tights?
But they were two different colors, like FloJo.
Yeah, okay.
And he had a cape on. And that nigga ran through the crowd, and the crowd went crazy, and that nigga got on there and started DJing and ripped that bitch.
And this is Al.
This is Al.
Okay, shout out Al, man. Rest
in peace to Big Al.
Yeah.
What's up, Rakim?
Yeah, and Rakim, man, always say, you ain't jamming, bro. What's my boy B? You know what I'm saying?
Rakim Al-Jabbar.
Yeah.
My nigga, man. And so fast forward a year and a half, about a year later or so, they start to all hard at that party. I realized it's Al. You know, me being a curious kid, now I'm in the streets because I'm in the 11th grade. My daddy let me rip around now, so I'm able to go down there. Right. My sister done graduated, so I got to be able to drive myself around now. Right. I'm hurt. I can't play football no more, so I'm around here trying to get to the parties like a regular high school kid. You know what I'm saying? So and so me, I'm trying to be behind the scenes. And like I said, I'm trying to learn the intricate part of it, get close to the game. And like I said, I go down there and I meet Snake, and it was a Casanova Rock, and I meet the clique. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't just hang out there a lot, but I went to where they knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? And so I graduated in '86, Skyline Raiders, class 86. Oh yeah, we in the mix, baby. Okay, we in the mix, baby. Yeah, all right. Best class to ever come out of fucking Skyline. And I'm telling you, represent. Anyway, it's a bunch of them gonna be.
So me and you like what, like 13 years apart? What we like? What, me and you like 12, 13 years apart?
How old are you? 30 what?
38.
I'm 54.
54, yeah. Mm-hmm. Me and my mama 15 years apart.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I might have went to school with your
mama. My mama went to Maceo.
Maceo Smith, she from the hood.
Yeah, my mama from the hood. All my people went to Sock and Maceo.
Yeah, was Maceo over there for Keys that time?
The old Maceo, the original Maceo.
East Oak Cliff. That's what we used to call it. The Nolan Nestor's Plaza.
Yeah.
When they built that.
Man, we were talking about the other day. We were talking about what Oak Cliff really is. You know what I'm saying? We were telling people, don't you know, like originally, back in the day, Oak Cliff, Singer Hill, BFL, all that, you know what I'm saying, Glendale, Highland Hills, and all that, that's not really technically Oak Cliff.
Who said that?
Nah, that's because, T.L. Marsalis is the one who built Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? T.L. Marsalis and, what was the other dude's name? Golly, he went to go, but the other dude, it was two of them. It was T.L. Marsalis and another dude.
White Thornton?
He actually had Cliff in his name. I thought it was
Nah, it wasn't Cliff in his name. But anyway, make a long story short, they ended up splitting, and he went to go develop Highland Park.
Okay.
T.L. Marsalis.
History, y'all better pay
You know what I'm
attention.
saying? T.L. Marsalis was broke. He couldn't fund Oak Cliff no more. You know what I'm saying? So they had the Oak Cliff College, all that stuff, OCC and all that stuff. John Armstrong, that's his name. Okay, so the original Oak Cliff cuts off anything south of Illinois. Yeah. So you know how Illinois run straight? Illinois run straight through the gut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does.
Anything south of Illinois is not Oak Cliff.
And the original maps, actually, the historical original maps will show you that.
And was it showing Oak Cliff being a city at that time?
Yes,
it was.
It has its own everything.
Oak Cliff was annexed in 1903.
So therefore,
So technically,
it don't exist.
Anything after 1903 was annexed by Dallas. So technically, which everybody, Oak Cliff, we still say you from Dallas.
Yeah.
But technically, it was annexed in 1903. So anybody that lived in what would have been Oak Cliff in 1903 is from Dallas, which Dallas anyway. But you know what I'm saying?
Oak Cliff was a suburb.
Right.
Yeah.
I told you we inspired to go there.
Yeah.
When my mom and them moved to the street that they lived, that I grew up on, they were just like the second black family on that street.
Right.
Everybody else was white.
Oh, then she was there. Your people was there with my people.
Yeah, they was all. Everybody there was pretty much white. And yeah, I mean, all the way up. I mean, the last white person probably didn't leave there until the 80s, man.
Yeah, they didn't want to. They didn't leave the name. The black folks carried the name on, cause you remember 10th Street. You know what I'm saying? That was the black historical era in Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? And you know about Frogtown and all that. Yeah. So you know all these. You know we all migrate. So you know we kept the name alive.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we did it. You know what I'm saying? Just kept things alive. That's how it was.
You know, a lot of people don't know the fight for Oak Cliff. It wasn't that it was originally wealthy white people. It was actually more wealthy black people.
Bingo.
In Oak Cliff, and also wealthy people in what is considered now North Dallas. Yes. And the fight became when a lot of the white people that were wealthy, that were coming from other states, Tennessee, Georgia, some of these other areas, were coming to settle, and they didn't like the fact that there was so many black wealthy individuals, so they started infiltrating Oak Cliff. And then they started this whole. It was a lot of
kind of like
fighting.
what they're doing now.
Everywhere they go, you know. So then
they want it back.
So then
they want that land back.
You know what I'm saying? People start. So a lot of those people.
It ain't theirs though.
They want it back.
It ain't theirs.
It ain't even y'all.
But what they gonna do is they gonna tax y'all out.
Yeah, right.
They gonna tax y'all out.
Damn right. That's what they doing right now.
That's what they doing. They taxing you
right now.
I know it. That's what I'm saying. Nigga, my mortgage go up every year. If I know it's going up where I live,
right?
I know it's going up in Oak Cliff and Dallas and everything.
Man, I just moved from Oak Cliff. Man, they try to. Man, I'm talking about square business. A box. You know what I'm talking about? A shotgun house. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Nigga, 1,400. We with 1,300 a month. Nigga, I say, nigga, what?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about? No AC, no nothing. You gotta go get AC unit. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Yeah.
Nigga flow sideways.
It ain't about the time. They trying to get that California money, man.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of companies moving here. That moved.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And these people moving here with bread.
They coming from California,
New York, and they got the money. And Texas is capitalizing on it.
They're buying everything.
But it's like this all over the country.
Yeah.
But Dallas is really.
Because it's so much space. So much farmland.
Where's so much space in the fact that housing been so cheap for so long?
And Dallas is the business. Dallas is one of the business capitals in the world. So a lot of those businesses are coming to Dallas. It's always been one of the business capitals in the world. That's why a lot of places you got a lot of recreation for those tourist cities. But in Dallas, they got business, a lot of business coming.
Yes.
And so Texas has some of the largest amounts of land available. So like you say, it's happening everywhere, but it's more beneficial and profitable in Texas because there's so much land and space, you know, at a cheaper rate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the wave right now. So everybody's coming to Texas, and all it's gonna do is drive up the prices of the land. And
done it. Done it.
That's it.
Every year they creeping it up. Creeping it up to where it's gonna be the norm. If it ever go back down, it'll never go back down to where it was in the beginning.
No.
That's how they gonna do gas.
They don't never want to go back. They don't never want to go back to that 97 cents.
Oh man, when gas prices creeped up on us in the 2000s, like 2005, 2006. And it started going back down. It never did go back down to what it was.
Not what it was.
Yeah, so they just gonna get us ready. Man, we finna be on these California prices.
Oh yeah, we already is, man. They at 470, 472, 474.
Yeah.
Some places right now 469.
Crazy.
Yeah, they think they slick. You know what I'm saying? So, man, let's get back to this because cause we celebrating you. You know what I'm saying? So, this this all about you today. You know what I'm saying? Pimp C, we love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? We love you, baby. But it's about my boy today. It's about Bo Bo.
Dallas. About Dallas today, baby.
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how God started working through my life. I already told you that little part of me being in the backseat.
Mm-hmm.
This is how God worked through my life, my whole entire life until this day.
Right.
So I'm in the back seat, meet Al at the radio station, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm in college. I said, I'm gonna go, all the black kids want to go to PV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My daddy went to PV. He encouraged me to go to PV. People wanted to go to PV for two reasons. I mean, it was two colleges you could choose from. PV, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had a big event down there. I forgot what it was called. But North Texas used to have a Greek show.
From the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, they used to have a Greek show. I forgot what they used to have down there every year. But, you know, I said, I'm going to go up in North Texas. Mistake. Nigga. I went down there, my nigga, for orientation. Nigga, I look like a black eyed pea and a bowl of rice.
Nigga stood out like a nigga.
Where all the niggas at, man? Well, I mean, but it was some brothers down there, and I stayed in the coolest dorm. So I stayed in Kerr Hall, and it was a good experience. So when I first got there, I don't know how it happened. This is how God worked. Watch how this worked. I don't know how it happened. I had a room by myself.
Right.
My roommate or something, his lodging or whatever didn't come through. So I got a room by myself in the most popular dorm at North Texas.
Okay.
Kerr Hall.
Okay.
And I'm on the top level, 7th floor, room 747. So the dorms are co-ed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And this is at the time pretty much the newest dorm, or close to being one of the newest dorms. It wasn't that old. And that's where all the athletes were. So everybody said, how you getting out of your place? So we was up there, so I had seen a guy by you got your desk while your residents, your RAs working all that when you check in, and all the motherfuckers, the police, the snitches that work there. You know what I'm saying? The RAs, resident assistants is what they call. So they got a little desk. I see my partner from elementary school that moved away. You know, I said, oh, what's up, Johnny? His name was Johnny Rogers. Shout out Johnny Rogers.
Oh, really?
And so he had moved from Oak Cliff to North Dallas, and he was going to Richardson Berkeley.
Okay.
And so, or Lake Island, one of them.
Shout out.
Yeah.
That's where I'm mentoring right now.
Yes. Berkeley, already. But see, that's when I started realizing his hoods right there, you know what I'm saying? Because that's when I started realizing about Hamilton Park. It was hoods in Plano.
Spring Valley.
Oh, yeah. Like, I met some cool cats with the Plano East, man. I mean, hood dudes.
Yeah.
I said, dude, from Plano? Yeah, but being from Oak Cliff, we don't know that.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't go past downtown.
Right.
We didn't go past South Dallas. We didn't go past South Dallas. We go across the bridge and back across the bridge. You know what I'm saying? What? We go across the bridge. Yeah. Nigga, it was a trip going to North Dallas. Nigga, you be sleeping.
Niggas always nigga out of town, nigga. I be telling niggas at the day, I said,
That's 20 minutes. That's just 20 minutes, nigga. Wake up, your back stuck out to the seat and shit, nigga. Nigga, wasn't no leather back there, no vinyl seat, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. Nigga springs in the back, nigga.
Yeah. You remember we used to ride in the back of trucks?
Yeah.
Nigga, I done rode all the way from Dallas to Tyler, Texas.
In the back of a pickup. Nigga,
I used to do that when I was
remember my
little.
first time.
That's crazy.
Nah, that ain't crazy.
I was doing that. My uncle did
That's crazy, man. Nigga, just the thought of it now.
Hey, and the nigga be sitting at the edge of that hole like this, nigga.
Riding on that wheel. Riding on that wheel, nigga.
That's crazy.
Nigga, my daddy used to be in there, though.
Real bad, nigga, you crazy little bitch. Cause you know when they hit that hole, that's when you slide. You remember when you slide down? And then you hit the back of that motherfucker like, ooh, that nigga going a little bit too fast.
That was nice. That was simple and cool.
Yeah.
Man. Drinking out of water hoses, all that shit. Man.
Yeah, for real.
We'll never drink out no water hoses.
So something crawled up in that motherfucker.
So Johnny Rogers there. He there with this cat. When they introduced me to his little peoples, right, from his neighborhood. You know, it's a quick introduction. It ain't no, hey nigga, we cool now. It's hey man, this is my partner. And there was a dude there, little skinny kid. He had on one of those little tight baseball hats. I think they was bicycle hats. The little flip up in the front. Like the bicycles you can wear. Little lotto. Or some shit like that.
Yeah, you talking about what your Spike Lee hat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your white man can't jump. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He had braces. And it was like, well, you know, he rapped. And I used to always see the nigga from that point, just always downstairs rapping. You know, but upstairs, like I said, you know, I was supposed to have a roommate. I done put the two beds together, tied them at the bottom. I ain't got no twin bed. I got a king size bed. I'm living in that bed. My homeboy Paul Tisdale, rest in peace Paul Tisdale, boy, he coming down here from Dallas. Boy.
Yeah, hook it up.
His dad was living in Maple. Oh my God, man. That's one of the dorms down there. Oh man, we kicked it so hard down there. Well, anyway, man, we
not that dorm like food.
So I guess so school was starting around August, September. I guess around October. I had that room for at least 2 month and 6 weeks, something by myself. I'm enjoying this shit. So one day, Johnny Rogers come to me, he said, say man, let's just say this. Every time I went to the motherfucking lobby, I see the little nigga down there rapping. Every time. You know what I'm saying? I come from class, there he is. It's like Dwayne Wayne.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see him everywhere. You see him everywhere. And so, I liked him. He was cool because I like rap. You know what I'm saying? The nigga could rap. And so, Johnny Rogers approached me. He said, say, my nigga, his name is Gino. He want to know if you can let him move into your room with you, share a room. I said, okay, no problem. So Gino get on the, you know, come in, rap, you know, move in, rapping every day. I'm liking this nigga. So he's like, one day he said, well, say, man, I got a rap. I'm from Hamilton Park. He tell me about Hamilton Park.
Okay.
He said, I got a rap clique, man, and it's 3 of us. You know, he said, you ever heard of these cats in Dallas that's on the radio, the All Hearted Death Party? I said, yeah, you know, I know them. And of course, I mean, to him, it's probably like, what?
Right, yeah.
Cause snaking them stars at this time.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so snaking them, okay.
Oh yeah, this is, you know, realize snaking them been on the radio by now about 2-3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, they stars at this time.
Right.
Yeah, so I watched them start doing the beats on her and everything, man. Yeah, I went through all that era with them. Well, anyway, they one day we had a little break. This is funny. I mean, I'm cool with the nigga. You know, we cool, bonding and everything, but he different than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because he from North Dallas, I'm from Oak Hill, but we still cool, no problem.
Right.
I'm cool with this nigga. We brothers.
Right.
And so it's break. I don't know what kind of break it is. And I said, you know, everybody going home. You know, so we go back to Dallas or whatnot. And I get this wire hair of mine. I'm going to the radio station again, holler at Al now. So I go up there, and he up there. He up there with his little rap.
Oh, nigga, you follow me?
And so they said, well, you know, so he telling me, I'm trying to tell you the story so he can get to the end because I want to surprise you with the story. That's why I keep fumbling over my words. Okay, so because if I tell you the name of the group, it may ruin the story.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so the name of the group was Something Fresh.
What the fuck?
Stop.
Don't say nothing. Do spoil it for the rest of us.
The name of the group was Something Fresh. So I'm in there with Gino Duff. Do you know who Gino Duff is?
No.
Gino Duff started going by his real name, Azim.
Oh.
So Azim was my roommate in college. See how I got working? Bam.
I just showed you, I think. Like, ain't that about a blimp? All right, keep going. All right, I'm attentive.
Azim.
Damn.
They do the first Oak Cliff song.
Only in no clip.
Yeah. I'm around for that. I'm not in no studio.
Rap from the real.
Yeah, the original.
Down with the South. You know how many times I done sample that? And you know 50 Cent. And don't you know, let me put a little, you know 50 Cent sample that hoe too, right?
No, what's up?
Oh yeah. This is how we do. We when they come in, they boom, how we do. Yeah. 50 don't think I know.
Snake, get your money. Snake, get your money. You ain't never talking about that. You working with the company. Say, man. Snake, get your money, man.
For real.
That shit went more than black and nothing. Snake. Was that on 50 or was that on G Unit?
That was either, I know he was either G, I know he was saying G Unit shit.
Hey, man. Snake, get your money, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Snake did that beat.
Yeah, I know Snake did that beat.
That beat, man.
You know I know Snake did that damn beat.
Hey, man.
Yeah, goddamn beat.
Okay.
I made the story because I seen the nigga. I seen what the hell.
Yeah.
All right. So, name switching and shit. All right.
So then I leave there, leave college for Christmas break. So in college, this lady, so let me back up. In high school, I started this clique, right? It was called the Romeos.
Okay.
So we were some Oak Cliff niggas.
Y'all some players.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's up, DC? You know what I'm saying? DC, my nigga Courtney, me, nigga, shit. Patrick Warren, nigga, we used to go in there and be shut down the motherfucker Patrick. We shut down Carter Kill game. That's like when nigga you wear tight ass jeans with boots and shit. Snakeskin boot with the clip, with the tip on it, nigga, with the thing on the back, with the flag, nigga tap dance that all if you wanted to, nigga shit, nigga that way back in the day,
don't want them hoes in your ass,
nigga, that was us, nigga. We weren't riding no horses, but we had the boots. God damn it, nigga. Everybody would fly. Nigga, that was the thing. Everybody around there. She texting shit for your ass.
I bring my first boots. Nigga, I got to slide like all nigga.
I got my first boots at that little, there was a little boot going on Buckner. You remember that little gas station right there? Went right in there and got me some Tony Lama pythons with the python.
Hey, nigga, I say, you know me, I was looking for them ostrich. You remember this?
I didn't know how fly ostrich was back then.
They what?
They fly.
Them ostrich fly in the bitch.
I wasn't thinking.
Nigga, I seen some in the pawn shop. I was like, damn, you know.
I wasn't thinking.
You know my pawn shop right there on Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know they keep everything.
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 I know exactly what you're
talking about. Nigga, they still got keyboards, nigga, from the 60s in it. Yeah, nigga, I seen some ostrich boots up there, nigga. I said, nigga, they had them home for 1,000, nigga. You know they tax over there.
Hey, let me tell you something. Because back then I didn't know what they was. Dots on them. Nigga, give me them snakes, nigga. Everybody wearing lizards.
Yeah, everybody wearing lizards.
I said, nigga, I want them lizards. Give me some snakes, nigga.
Where them hoes had the bumpy though, they had the crump at the top though, nigga.
Yeah. Crazy. So I started, we call Romeo.
Okay, Romeo.
So this teacher, Miss Brown, so I done left this shit in high school. You know what I'm saying? Miss Brown called me. She said, "Hey, we want to start doing that Romeo thing again. Kind of turn it into some kind of like little fraternity like thing, school batch." That's okay. So I have a little meeting. Blah blah blah. We get together. We select a few guys and girls. You know what I'm saying? And we pledge them like it's a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? So we get together and start saying we're gonna start doing parties. Cause I want to be a DJ.
Okay.
Told you. This nigga in our clique, his name was Michael Cormier. Him and his brother had accumulated this sound system. I'm talking about, it had to be at that time, outside of Snake and them sound system, the number 2 sound system in the Cliffs. I mean, they had spent money on this shit, bro.
Okay. Okay, they went all that.
So I had access.
So you know that back in the day, it was all about the speakers. It was all about the speakers.
Boy.
Yeah.
This is house parties. We only need to bring one side. We couldn't bring both sides. Yeah, we'll tear a hole through your. We'll tear a hole through your shit. So we just bring one. Yeah, he has some shit. But they only had one 1200. And the other turntable was like a punk ass realistic or some shit like that. But we gonna make it do what it do.
Okay.
So we gonna start throwing parties.
Direct drive or
Yeah. Hear up? Okay. Everyone, you better hear up. Before I mix it off.
Hey, but niggas work that hoe though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how, but niggas used to work them hoes. Shit, niggas.
Shout out to Radio Shack.
Yeah, Radio Shack, nigga. Shit,
Yeah, niggas remember all that shit. Shout out to Radio Shack.
Yeah,
Nigga.
man, say Radio Shack and Elkers, nigga.
Yeah,
I remember nigga forgot.
Nobody else was dead. Nigga, shit. Illinois.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
I miss them days too, man. You can't.
Oh, this one on Poker. Can't win them too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit.
Days niggas like that so simple then.
And over there on Fort Worth Avenue.
GW Junior. You don't know about them hamburgers. Right next to Church's Chicken, nigga. Yeah, nigga.
They had the good fries, nigga.
The cheese used to be all stuck on the plastic. Damn, that cheese good.
You see what I got to deal with when I'm trying to lose weight and
Come on,
shit?
man.
They grease, nigga. You can see that whole
Why
thing.
they go out of business, my nigga? Why them niggas go out of business?
Oh, no.
Nigga, Mr. Church's Chicken, what the fuck happened to your son? He must have got on some drugs. He must have got on some because it was rolling.
The cracker.
It was rolling, was it not? Was them burgers not rolling, my nigga?
Yeah, they was, man.
Man, them was hard, nigga. The first nigga I know remember them.
Yeah, I do, because my mom was on them all.
And that orange wrapper?
Yeah, my mom was an eater, boy. That we had everything around this motherfucker, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Even Burger Street, shit, hell, goddamn.
My dad was like that too, cause we was in that truck.
Yeah,
He always stopping there somewhere new, goddamn it.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, my daddy was the mechanic right there on motherfucker, what's that, where they call it Loop 12, but it's really,
Ledbetter?
Yeah, Ledbetter, right there, cross street from Community Mart. But you remember back then they used to call it the Community Mart?
Yeah.
Yeah, right across the street over there,
Yeah.
there used to be a mechanic.
Yeah, right there.
Right across from Rocky Ridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's your old man?
Yeah, he used to be my old man.
Oh, nigga, I know that shot.
Oh, yeah.
Right next to the gas station.
Yeah, right next to the gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now they got a chicken place and shit all over there now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
One of them new makeshift Henderson. So yeah, we come back. I got everybody pledged up. Everybody on board. They the little brothers now.
Yeah.
I'm your little brothers. So I said, okay, we gonna throw this party. I don't think how big it is. I don't know what's about to happen, right? We're gonna throw a party.
In your dorm?
No.
Or this was...
This is in Dallas now.
Okay,
This is doing, if I remember correctly, during the Christmas break.
Okay, y'all was
You know, so
out.
we home for Christmas, and so we're about to throw this party but it couldn't have been for Christmas break because it was a basketball game. It's the after party to the Carter Kimball basketball game. So whatever that is, whatever month that was in. So that's back when you used to have to draw flyers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We draw them out. Somebody draw a cool picture. You know, we charging $5 to get in. If you bring the flyer, it's $3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we put them out everywhere. Don't know what's gonna happen, my nigga. And this is when Snake and them had started throwing these parties up at the National Guard Armory. You remember the Armory? Oh my God. So we at the Armory. The Armory was this place. See what it was, the reason you don't know about it, because right in, I guess, when did the Desert Storm war hit? Around 1992?
I thought it was like, 92? Yeah,
They put a big fence around that hole.
Okay.
Because of the war that was going on. And so we used to throw parties in that hole.
Okay.
It was real cheap to rent. And you could, and it held like 2,500. You know what I'm saying? It was a big ass, like, empty space. And Snake News used to throw parties in them up there. Badass parties. So I said, might as well shoot for the moon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go get this place and let's rock out right here with our cocks out.
Yeah, rock out with our cocks out.
We're gonna rock out with our cock out, goddamn. So we don't know what we get ready to get into. So we there, we didn't go to the we go to the game, nigga, I tell you, pass out more flyers. The rest of the niggas was at the place. When we came back, I didn't go to the game to watch the game. I went to the game to pass out the flyers. When we got back, it's empty. But when that game lit out, nigga, about 9:30, 10 o'clock, bam! It was so many people up in that hole. Al and them had a Snake and Al and them was DJing a party over there by Cummins Gym. I think it was in Cummins Gym.
Okay.
So anytime they do a party, everybody going their party.
Right.
So it's about midnight. Guess who I seen walking through our crowd? Big Al.
Big Al.
I said, oh, we done did it. We done made it. Didn't get our party.
Right.
Yeah. Right after that, Al contacted me.
Yeah.
Man, what y'all got going? And so we kind of merged cliques. Tried to merge cliques. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk negative about my business partner, the other DJ, but he ended up being a mark ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I could go into details, but I can make you say, yeah, he was a whole ass nigga.
Yeah. Oh, the hell, that's serious.
If I tell you the whole story, you know what I'm saying? It's a quick story, but I don't want the world to know he's a whole ass nigga. But he's a whole ass nigga for what he did.
Right, I feel you. Yeah.
You know how in life, I don't hold no grudges. Except for that one.
That one, yeah, like you funky.
Yeah, because that's like your equipment, my nigga. Remember, imagine when you first got started, somebody took something from you.
Oh, nigga, I already know. I had put them in the trunk.
You know what I'm saying?
Tied them up.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the only reason I couldn't get to him because they was out of town. They had moved.
Yeah, you know, pimps, he like put them in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Nigga.
Ride around town, nigga.
Yeah, ride around town.
Nigga.
Square business.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah,
I feel you.
And I ain't seen him since that day.
Yeah, oh yeah, you know.
I ain't seen him since that day.
He better not.
Yeah, so
he better not.
I mean, we 54 years old.
Yeah,
you know,
but still.
But in my mind, my mind still say hoe ass nigga. That's what it say. That's what it say to me.
I know them robots that be identified with it like
I can't shake it. I can't shake it, my nigga.
That nigga walk in and go, whole ass nigga.
I might get around him and say, you dare she come out? You dare she come out?
Whole ass nigga approaching.
Yeah. I do have a radar.
Goddamn.
You have a Gator?
Yeah,
I got a whole ass Gator.
Goddamn.
Yeah, nigga, I got one. I don't like them whole ass niggas.
So that nigga Al turned this, so he came in there and seen how you turned up. And that's like hit me up.
That's how I connect.
And so y'all connect.
Okay.
Minus the whole ass nigga. So
yeah, so off that whole ass nigga. Let's get off that whole ass nigga. Let's get off that whole ass nigga. So we out there whole ass nigga.
Right.
And yeah, so I joined the clique as like, you know, one of the little roadie type niggas hanging around Nemesis. You know, so fast forward. Just have to be about 89. Me and Snake become real cool. I mean, real cool, bro. And
now I'm born, so the world gets better. 89. I enter the world.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
It's about to get crunk now. Right. It's about to get crunk now. So me and Snake get real cool. My dumb ass, I'm about to get married at 21. But you know, if I'm getting ready, I'm about to get married at 21.
You okay?
So, that shit lasted for about 2 months, nigga.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit didn't want no marriage.
It
wasn't no marriage.
Just young.
So I was young. Everybody told me not to do it. You can't kill me, shit. You know how you kids do that.
Reconsider.
Read some litter. Yeah. But you know how your kids are now. You can't tell them nothing. They couldn't tell me nothing, man. So I married a chick that I went to church with, that I grew up with, that I thought I knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, and then
no,
you don't know about you.
No church ones, that'll get you. You know what I'm saying? Well, shout out to all the churches out there, you know what I'm saying?
We cool
disclaimer, we cool.
Yeah, we cool now. Yeah, shout out to all of them.
Alright, yeah, we back after our sponsor, man. I had to pay some bills, you know what I'm saying? But we back.
So yeah, me and Snake had really gravitated toward each other. Like I said, I had fucked up, about to get married, made that mistake. And at that point, you know, I grew up in a real Christian household. You know, me being in the streets was not because most people were in the streets.
Right.
It was me being, you know, I'm gonna tell you how it was. I was always a working ass motherfucker, from throwing papers, started working at Redbird Mall. So I'm working at Sears, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Sears.
So picture this. This is how a lot of niggas get in this trap right here. You grown, you out of high school, you working at Sears. minimum wage at that time was $3 and something, $3.25 an hour, some shit like that. So if you work 40 hours, but back then they wasn't letting you work full time, so you probably working 30-some hours a week.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get paid every 2 weeks. By the time they hit them taxes, your take home was like $500-600.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, how do you survive off of that? And then so I'm getting that thing in this bread because you know that's what money is back then. That's what the cost of living is back then.
Right.
Things are not that expensive. I just told you I could eat a whole meal off $2-3.
Yeah.
You know, so you know it wasn't hard to live in the hoods.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't know about going out to I going out was Red Lobster that was right up there by Big T Bazaar.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? That was going out to Wise Cafeteria.
Wise, that was my school.
Yeah, that was going out. up there in the mall. You know,
man, I can't believe they put the funeral home right there now though. That's Wise.
That Wise there too. But the original Wise was in Redbird Mall. Yeah. Not the original, but with the one that was in in Wynwood.
In Wynwood, yeah.
Wynwood had one too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they what was that? What was we at on the
Slate and then the marriage.
You was working at Sears.
Working at Sears, yeah.
You can't live off that.
I come home one day. My home one day said, "Man, come over and kick it, man." Shout out to Jay, Lil J, and Jay, baby. I go over there, man, kick it with them, you know, go smoke some, drink some, and them niggas over there with the wire some money. Yeah, wire some money. You know, they got the thing, they living a life like, oh man, this is the hip hop life, this the, I'm damn, they kicking it all day, drinking, smoking, and I'm slaving for these woods. You know what I'm saying? God damn, I'm slaving for these woods for $600. Really not even that.
Right.
I think it's like $500. So I'm making like $250 a week. Working like that, bro. So I'm like, at that time, young nigga, I'm working my ass off. Nigga, no, I ain't. No, I ain't. In hindsight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm working my ass off, nigga, I'm doing something. I ain't making no money. But that was the mentality. In other words, I'm saying all this to help people understand where your kids are now when they get to tell you all that bullshit.
Right.
We think we know.
Yeah.
We were just like them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You let them go.
Yeah.
Let them go bump their heads since they experience life, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a daughter right now, she out there in this world, and I love her to death, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she out there,
right,
living her best life, you know what I'm saying? So she's, hey, but anyway,
they learn, shit, they come around, shit.
Yeah, they learn.
Next thing you know, they be just like mom and daddy, just like they told them.
Mm-hmm. So my old man, he didn't like me, DJ.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Now, in these streets,
right,
hiding stuff from mom and them freezer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Trying to get away with it.
Right.
I get the product. Don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know where to go, what to do, how to do it, nothing. Okay, we're gonna take you over to Holland Hills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Introduce you to some dudes over here in the Pinks. You know what I'm saying? So I go over there, and we that was my start. Right over there. That's back when we used to get the pumping suits. You remember the Michael suits and the whole thing zip up? Yeah. Yeah, used to be over there. I quit Sears.
Yeah.
I quit Sears. And so I knew that I didn't want that around my parents. And my daddy did not like me doing that DJ shit. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm in a clique that's really doing something. I'm with Snake now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not really DJing no more because the fuck boy done fuck the whole ass nigga that took all the equipment and all my records and all this shit, and he gone. He gone in the wind.
You must have had a collection, boy.
Man, I had some private shit, some shit that was special edition shit that my cousin had sent me from the East Coast. There was like remixes to Power Veer, remixes to Drag Rap, shit that you didn't know when I used to play them in the party. Everybody used to be like, especially I used to have the remix to Brand New Funk by Fresh Prince. All that shit used to go fucking fan when I played that at the party. And that's what a DJ lived for back then. Right. To have that special motherfucking song where everybody be like, where did he get that right there?
Where he get that record?
Yeah.
Where you get that record from?
Nigga, I had 3-4 records. He could have had all the rest of them because I could have replaced them.
Right.
But my family member, shout out to Phil, DJ Phil up there in he's still DJing right now. A Town Point Connection up there in Dover, Delaware. He sent me down these special records, man, and that fool fucked me on my music, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason. And I mean, I'm hurt.
Right.
I hurt my feelings, but you know that's why it's back there with that whole ass nigga shit. So that's how I gravitated towards Snake them right there. So I'm with these real niggas. My daddy don't really want me to be around DJing, you know, cause in his mind state he knowing. He telling me the truth. You know, the club life lead to street life. Street life lead to hustling. Hustling lead to jail. You know what I'm saying? Right. And everything he said, it went just like it was. Right. But in my life, I'm like, I can handle it because I always got a conscience. I know I'm not stupid. I'm smart. I'm educated. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing how niggas moving. I ain't moving like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. You know, you make a couple of mistakes and bumps and bruises along the way, but you know, trial and error, but you learn. But I wasn't good at it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't good at it.
Yeah, we tried though.
You know what I'm saying? We tried.
Yeah, we tried.
We tried. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never been no kingpin, right? Like that. And never professed that to be one. Well, yeah, me and Snake gathered. So when I got put out the house, so remind you, I'm getting ready to get married in '89. My dad put me out the house in '88. You know what I'm saying? And so Snake said, "Come live over here with me." So I'm living over there with Snake while he working on. So before that, like right before that, he was working around the corner. Ray Charles and them had bought in my neighborhood had bought a business. It was called Mobile Audio and Security. So imagine, this my life, my nigga. Ray Charles put a fucking business in my neighborhood, and he hired Snake, DJ Snake, to be his installer. It's like a movie up there every day. It's like a movie up there every day. I could walk over there. And so this how my life going. One day Snake used to have this STM Blazer that had bang in it. Bang in it.
With the truck, right?
The truck,
with the camper. With the camp on it? Oh, he had the camper too? Oh,
the Blazer.
Yeah, the Blazer. Yeah.
Like
Because they had the STN truck too.
No, it was a SUV. It was the Blazer.
Oh, okay.
It was a Blazer. Just like the Blazer. I should say STN Blazer. The Chevy Blazer.
Okay, yeah.
He had a Chevy Blazer with that motherfucker with that bang in it.
Yeah.
Okay. That nigga one day, we sitting there, nigga used to drink these Miller Jean with drafts. Me and him was sitting out there drinking, me and him. And they said, Bobo, listen to this. And that shit say, doom, doom, suck my dick. Doom, doom, suck my dick. I said, what is that? Creeping down the street in my Nissan truck. I said, who is that, Snake? Who is that? He said, this little nigga I just met, man. I'm working with him. I did these beats. And it sounded like nothing that he had done for Nemesis. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's fucking Ron C.
Ron C. OG!
Funky lyrics. I said, that's my favorite Run season because I remember where I was. You know how sometimes you remember where you was when something happened? I remember where I was, what I was doing when I heard that funky lyrics for the first time, and I said, who is this nigga? Cause we was on that hip hop shit. Right. And this nigga was creeping down the street in my Nissan truck, rolling real tough, just tearing it up. Stop by. Heard about my nigga Money Mike. I heard the motherfucker got shot last night. I said, ooh, who is that? Who is that? Snake said, man, this was Ron C. So, you know, I move in with Snake. This nigga walk in, Ron, he cool. Right. You know, we cool. The motherfucker, everybody hanging around the, you know, Nemesis over here. Right. Ron over here. Right. So the reason I say Snake is that clique is the intricate part of what happened in Dallas, because not just Nemesis, you have to think about the branches of the tree that sprung out off of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Run C's, Cottonmouth, Blowfly, all these people Snake touch. Bam, 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 and all of them went out to have. Man, I remember when Apples and, you know who Apples and TJ is?
I know Apples, everybody do, right?
Yeah, they were in a little rap group.
Right, they was in a rap group.
Coming on in. Right. With Easy Eddie D and them, and they would come over to Snake and them show as well. They were rappers. Right. Apples and TJ.
Yeah, they were the first lady, that little group, yeah,
rapping their ass off. Erica could rap her ass off.
Yeah, I know she was a rapper back
What's
then.
the TJ went to us? I think she went to South Carolina.
That's what I was saying. Erica was like one of the real first female rappers out of Dallas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Besides the singer, but she went on to do a singing thing, so I know she want to be credited for that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She very courageous.
Well, she's a true artist.
Yeah, she's a true artist. Yeah, true artist.
She went no overnight sensation.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, she put in a lot of work.
Yeah, oh yeah, she did that. You know what I'm saying? It showed, you know what I'm saying? It showed.
Her and, you know, cool. Shout out, like I said, to my boy Cool Chris.
Yeah, Cool Chris. Chris is doing his thing. He's supporting. I see he out there, you know. Oh yeah, Mad Flavor. You know, hey, say.
I heard y'all boys talking about you know who, man.
Yeah, and then I'm saying them boys brought Biggie. They was
with Zero.
Yeah, they first one to open up, did something with Biggie. They brought Biggie down. Cole Chris now, Mad Flavor.
Yes.
Yeah, messing with Biggie out the city.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Cole Christian was on that. They stayed with the hip hop wave.
Right.
And so when that Run C came out, I probably would have been still listening to Cole Chris and going to that side right there. But once that Run C came out,
it was a drug.
It was, because it was more of the lifestyle I was living and seeing every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, I like this kind of music.
Right.
Because it was relatable.
It was relatable.
Right.
To the lifestyle. I might not be doing this shit that he's talking about, but I'm living it, seeing it, and I like it. It's exciting. It's like a Red Bull. It gave me wings.
It's like you're in that experience because it's real to you. Because
it's real. He painted some good pictures.
Yeah.
Right.
A different style picture of the music that we were already accustomed to.
Right.
And so, from there, okay, so Snake Mill, we started DJing in clubs, right? The first dudes they had, so Alvin Scott was this big time dude in Dallas. Hustler, big boy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But he was the godfather of the club business, right? So Alvin Scott, so some little dudes, a dude that I had played soccer with from Little League, you know, we're grown now.
Right.
You know, he went to Kimball, shout out to Lil Keith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Him, my homeboy Tony Knight, and James Price, they was running a little club. They Alvin Scott had gave them this club to run. This is their first venture in clubbing, I believe, right here, from my knowledge. And guess who they got to really just hold that club down? Snake Big Al, and everybody from Dixon was the fucking security. You know, Trey 57 was security.
Trey 57.
And so I'm around that whole like. We Diggies out before niggas knew what Diggies was.
Right.
We was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Before it got big like it is now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Duddy. You know what I'm saying? So that was my life. So we had a run in and out of that club at our will. You know, so we would go up there during the daytime on off days, like say it's Tuesday, and just go up there and they would practice DJing. And so, of course, they rappers, and we got shows now all over Texas. And they was real serious about their craft, so they would be practicing, right? So one day, we up there practicing, and they up there practicing, right? I'm watching them practice and shit. I'm still a roadie, right?
Right.
And Nemesis down there doing their thing. And I noticed when Ron come up there, he's by himself. So I say, nigga, I'm going these motherfucking microphones. So I grabbed the mic, and I started rapping with him. You know what I'm saying? Doing this little
hype man.
Don't get your hands up.
Yeah.
He doing all that shit. And that nigga looked at me and said, nigga, that shit dope. You hired.
Yeah.
See how God work?
Right.
You see how God worked through my life?
Yeah.
You hired.
Yeah, you hired right there.
Yeah, just right there on
go.
the spot. And so I was Ron Hype Man, and then that was right
So, I don't mean to cut you off. So you my boy, Ron Hype Man, right? So this how we finna connect this, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go.
So we're finna connect. So I'm Ron Hype Man. This is Ron owns his own record label. It was called MTP, Mac Time Records, but it was called Mac Time. But the clique was called MTP, Mac Time Posse.
Okay.
Mac Time
Posse.
Okay.
That was Ron, myself, Gangsta C, which is his little brother.
Was his brother? Yeah.
Yeah, Gangsta C, Ron Dietrich, Yeah, shout out to Ron Dietrich. Yeah, that's that nigga. He a player.
Okay.
He a player.
Right.
Player.
Yeah, player.
He did a lot of time.
Like you say dollar.
For a real nigga, he did a lot of time. Came home and got his shit together. I need to holler at him.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he about.
Already.
He about. I see him on Facebook doing this thing. He got a little
Shout
boy.
out 2 times.
Yeah, shout out to him. Anybody try to do some positive shit, I like out now.
Already.
So what was we at? Run C.
Yeah.
So this is at the time where Run C was involved in the largest organization in Dallas. I just told you who that was by way of not saying who that was.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And him and the little brother had got caught up.
Right.
Before I even was introduced to Ron.
Right.
So I'm introduced to Ron, and okay, we got to do this record, but I got a case pending. I don't know how serious this case is.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Like I said, I'm just not getting into trying to be a hustler.
Right.
But these niggas hustling for real.
Right.
For real.
They are off the porch. Yeah.
Out the porch, nigga.
Yeah.
They the house.
Right.
They the house. Nigga, they the house.
For a business. For a business. You know what I'm talking about?
Ron C
Nigga say I put the house on there.
Well, he was in high school, my nigga. As a high schooler, probably making at least $20,000 a month in high school.
At that time, that's money, y'all.
At least $20,000.
Y'all, at that time, y'all, that's money.
Yeah, at least, it's probably more.
Yeah.
I know for a fact. I'm saying at the minimum, at the bare minimum, and not having to work every day. Just do the organization. It was a tight knit.
Right.
It was a well-oiled machine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How they had, from what I've heard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know
what
what
I've
I'm saying?
heard. So yeah, he get caught up and he goes to jail. Remember, he got a 20-year sentence.
Yeah.
And he does 2 years. So right before that, it's time to record the album. You know what I'm saying? They get their major label deal at the same time. Okay, Nemesis meets this white boy. I don't know how they meet him. I can't remember those.
Okay.
Too many of these. He meet this white boy. The white boy name is Ernie Phillips. Ernie Phillips come to them with, if I can get y'all signed, basically, if I remember it right, if I can get y'all signed, well, I can be y'all manager, right? Mm-hmm. Ernie Phillips, you know, was an old time record. I don't know. He had like, when you go to his office, he got record.
He been
everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He been in the business.
Right.
It's like walking in what's the white boy name?
He like
Jerry Heller.
Yeah,
You go in Jerry Heller.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's, you know, so imagine being some Oak Cliff niggas and having to go over by the Galleria here in this high rise off of Alpha.
Oh.
So it's.
Oh yeah.
It's foo-foo, you know what I'm saying? We some hood niggas. And we going up there smelling like weed.
Yeah. Find out.
Yeah.
We want you to smell it.
Eyes red.
I want you to smell it.
Not even think about it.
I want you to know.
Not even thinking.
Yeah.
You just being you.
Don't care.
Just being you.
Don't care. Get out the door, man. I want to smoke bullshit.
Wow, bitch.
You see that? Boom.
That'll be the essence of hood niggas.
Bro, they gonna fuck down, nigga. You gonna stand that up.
This before Chronic.
Bitch, you ain't got this, nigga.
Yeah, before gas and brush and nigga. Bow and skunk and cess and all that. Nigga, so stress.
Oh, they love that bow. Oh yeah, you get down, nigga. Say you got that bow, nigga. Finna go crazy. You got some bow?
Now for real.
Yeah.
Don't be no skunk.
Yeah, that's skunk. Oh yeah.
You had skunk. You had D-Best.
Ooh, yeah, that's
You had
skunk.
D-Best.
Man.
So yeah, Ernie and his partner name was Kim Bahari. He was a Canadian white dude. And they said if we could get you signed, major label's been after y'all, you know, let us help y'all structure those deals and whatnot. You know, we can be your managers. So I'm thinking about all this in hindsight, right? Because in my mind, I don't remember, because it was like a time lapse, you know what I'm saying? Because so many, I swear it must have been like 2 weeks later.
Y'all signed?
What?
Okay.
With Ron C2.
But you was also included, right?
I mean, I'm not signing nothing because I'm not no artist. I'm not no rapper.
Right, you ain't. That's what I'm saying. So, but you was there though.
Let me tell you something. I'm on the picture.
Right.
Where everybody signing.
Right.
There's a plaque somewhere with everybody. Nemesis, Big Al, Ron C, Kim Bahari, Rich Mac, me.
Yeah.
All right.
Rich still got it.
So did they sign you as a hype man or something?
No.
But that was you. Okay, that was just your side gig. Okay, here we go. Let me know because I want to know because this is getting interesting.
So profile comes with that money, right?
Right.
Ron, see, it's time to record this album. I'm gonna blow your mind. So we recording this record. It's going beautiful. Ron doing this thing. So we pretty much finished recording the album. You know, the album still got the originals. All he's doing is adding a few more songs on it.
Right.
See, I can remember Nemesis. Them niggas went back and recorded a whole new album. A jamming ass album. Turned it in, and the white boy said, that ain't why we signed y'all. We signed y'all for that album. We want that album. Y'all can add something to that a little bit and retweet that. And yeah, they had to go back and put that out. Yeah, Snake them had put together a jamming ass album because they had got their budget. Yeah, so they had to go put back out the album that they had already put around with them at the at the reunion arena. Yeah. They just revamped that and put it out. Yeah. Last night turned into kind of bass song, bass song, turned into Munches for the Bass.
Munches for the Bass. So they only signed for one album deal?
No.
Okay, but it was just that album.
That album is the reason we signed y'all. We're thinking that this is how we thinking.
Yeah.
Damn, this shit old.
Right.
It's old down here.
That's artists.
But it ain't old out there.
They ain't never heard it.
They heard it out there.
The world ain't heard it.
Right, the world ain't heard it.
Yeah, so wait till we put that machine behind you.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a learning.
Yeah.
They learn experience.
Yeah, learning experience. So we learned that. And so Ron do his in the studio. I'm with him every day. I'm already hired as the hype man, so we doing the album. And so one day we got room to do another song, so Snake come over the beat. Now, mind you, we got this dance, this famous dance, that craze that has started. It started at Dallas Nights. Okay, where we're DJing. Right. It started with us, with the Nemesis and All Hearted Death Party clique, right? And the Trade 57. Right.
Shout out Dixon Circle.
Dixon Circle, Prince Hall, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we I'm finna blow your mind. So we do the song. Ron ain't even at the studio. Snake say, Bobo, I want you to come in the booth with me, and I want you to do this song. It ain't gonna be no rapping. So this is my first time behind the mic, right here. What? Yeah, nigga, just write some shit. You know, so you have to realize Snake is the bass king down here. So we're gonna come with a bass song, but it's gonna be for here. So I started thinking, what we gonna do? So I started writing this shit. He said, we're gonna do like some little chants. That's okay. So we go in there. Take off your top. Take off your top. South Dallas drop. Drop, 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 drop. You ever heard that song?
Yeah. South Dallas drop. That's where South Dallas drop came from. Yeah.
All the dance moves and all the history.
But I know
that's me and Snake in there. That's me and Snake. That's on Ron C's album. That's me and Snake in there.
Mom, tell you why it feels so good to hear it, because as I'm saying, younger, right? And where I'm hearing as I grow up, and I'm hearing stuff like South Dallas. I don't know where it come from, but I'm, but I'm young, but I hear
you heard that term before.
So
it started with us doing those with Snake and Big Al DJing every Friday and Saturday night at Dallas Nights. We used to have South Dallas Drop Contest.
Okay.
We used to have South Dallas Drop Contest, and it had gotten so big and so out of control. I mean, it was like Luke's show. That's why Luke was coming down here so much, because it had gotten so out of control, bro. And they went up, then they left there and got this other club in over there by one of the Holmes Commons gym area. It was called Genesis.
Genesis, okay, Genesis.
When they got that, it was more of a way more street, bigger club, and a big stage.
Right.
And they was same club owners.
Right.
Second venture.
Right.
And it popped like a motherfucker.
So that's
oh my God, that's where all the stars was coming to rap. Too Short, UGK, 8Ball and MJG, I believe came there. Luke, they had to lock the doors for Luke coming up there. Cause you know them Luke dancers was on stage doing all kind of crazy shit.
Doing that crazy shit.
Yeah, back then there was
Luke signed the artist from Dallas. I forget what his name.
I do remember that.
Yeah, he signed the artist from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? He messed
and he
with my
signed the DJ.
B Love from Stampede.
He signed Baby G.
Baby G.
Baby G was signed to Luke.
Oh,
yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, that's what took Baby G from Dallas.
Oh.
Yeah, Baby G was in Dallas.
That was one of the coldest. I'm just saying, you know.
I don't know too many niggas outside of Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah, Jazzy Jeff.
That Jazzy Jeff was a bad motherfucker.
Jazzy Jeff was a man. He still is, man. Shit, goddamn me. But yeah, that's one of our own, though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Baby G.
Yeah, Baby G. That's one of our own.
Let me tell you, y'all ain't never seen Baby G on the turntable. Yeah. Y'all need to Google that shit, YouTube that shit. You will for sure be amazed.
Oh, say.
Nigga, turn around, take his shoe off.
Hey.
I bet you the Baby G could scratch.
And then when they did a tag team, when they did the tag team, I watched it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You just don't have those experiences no more.
Right.
Like, real DJs was part of the show. It's not just playing the music and people like part of the show, man.
DJ to me was all what it was about. I used to
right.
Man, come on, man. I used to love singing that shit.
And then
turntablism.
DJ knew how to bring the party.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So I told y'all. So that was my first time behind the mic. Before then, I was straight trying to be a DJ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to be the nigga to move the crowd. MC, not no rapper.
Right.
And I still wasn't trying to be no rapper.
So what inspired you
to be a rapper?
Right.
Pimp. Once I got with him, well, I was always writing. Right. You know, I helped write on the Nemesis shit for Big Al on that Alibaba and the 40 Ounce Thieves.
Alibaba.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah, we did that. And so once I was doing that, and then once I got hooked up with UGK, and Pimp was just pushing me out there, just, man, you need to rap, Bobo. We gonna do an album on you, nigga. Nigga, you a star, nigga. Yeah, he saw something in me a long time before I did.
Right.
Yeah, and so I got a song that was actually supposed to be on that Super Tight album. Yes, 2 songs got dropped off. Well, my song was the only one, got dropped off. It was the last song on the album right after 316. The artwork had already been done. Right? It's a song. I wish I had my CD case. I'll play it for you. It was called High Till I Die. It had Pimp was rapping first, I rapped second, and Big Mike rapped third.
Which Big Mike?
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Yeah.
From Louisiana?
Yeah.
Get on board, Big Mike. You know what I'm saying? Convict. You know what I'm saying? Mr. 3-2 in there. Yeah.
3-2 the one turned me on.
Yeah.
3-2. When they left LA dealing with that death row situation, Big Mike flew to Houston to do the work for the Ghetto Boys, and 3-2 flew to Dallas. I picked him up from the airport in my little Hyundai. And when I picked him up in my little Hyundai XL, my 92 Hyundai XL, before we got out the gate to the little drop your money spot, and he said, "Listen to this, Bobo," and nigga put a cassette in and played me UGK and said, "Nigga, these niggas about to be some stars." And it was 1 with a trigger, 2 with a, he had like 2, 3 songs.
I had him over.
So shout out. Rest in peace, my nigga Lord 3-2, the governor.
Man, yes, the governor.
That's my.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, 3-2.
Look at this.
Boy, it's like.
He called me Bobo the Psycho. Every time he saw me, he called me Bobo the Psycho. And that nigga, man, because I used to on the Run C shows, we had this whole jail theme, and I was dressed in like the aggravated colors from Loose Theory, the orange.
Yeah, the orange, yeah.
And I had this wig, and I would come out with this chainsaw.
Yeah.
And like with these lokes on. It was all about stage presence.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what gravitated UGK to me.
Right.
Spice One and them to me.
Yeah.
And
Spice Well even down here, you know what I'm saying? You know what's so crazy? Mr. 3-2 writing for giving bars and lines to Snoop and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't love them hoes and all that shit.
Really though.
Yeah, oh yeah. I always say, hey, I say, I'm
was a little beef over there for a little while, but they cool about that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Snoop Dogg. But,
Already.
but in the beginning,
Yeah.
they stole that.
Yeah.
They stole it, but they was living together.
Right.
They was living together for a minute, but yeah, you know, he stole that.
Right.
He stole that. Yeah, Snoop, he did, you know, but he rich now.
Yeah.
We were about 20 million. We were about 200-300 million.
What the boy say? Boy, say. Nigga, ain't worried about the.
Ain't worried about the.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Shout out to Snoop. D-O-double-G.
Yeah.
Like that nigga on that commercial. D-O-double-G. Yeah. Yeah, but so yeah, that's how my life been, man. Just moving in and out, you know. So yeah, Chad pushed me to rap, man, and he hired me from Ron to be their hype man, and I became UGK's hype man.
Okay.
And then you know I watched them record the Super Tight album. You know, so they recorded that here in Dallas at the Sound Lab out there in Los Colinas.
Yeah.
And so that's when
Studio D.
The big bro.
That's D.
Oh,
That was
I
D.
remember.
That was D with the big bowl and all that. Yeah.
Too many blocks ago.
Yeah, I know. They were proud about that. Every time when we go book studio session, this used to be Pimp C recording that.
Yeah.
They always, they brag
because
about
at that time it was only like.
And Erica Badu did her album there too.
Well, it was Pantera. And also Pantera was recording out of there.
Right.
And like flip-flopping days with UGK.
Right.
And we would come in and see somebody else be like, what's the dudes from Waco?
High Five.
High Five.
I was gonna get it. Shit, goddamn. Kissing game.
Yeah, they got their lyrics in there one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like,
Yeah.
So big people, because see that board that they had in between here in California, it was probably only one other board. So if you wanted to use a SSL board, you had to come to Dallas, or I think the other one was like in maybe Arizona, New Mexico or something, and then go away to California.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was like a midpoint, an easy point to get to for everybody in this region. And so like if Prince came to town and he recorded there.
Right.
Yeah, Prince did work there. He if you wanted to if you wanted to record and get the same quality you get in California, you had to go to that studio.
Right.
And so yeah, Chad and was, that's how I met him. You know, just got cool with him going in and out of that studio with them when they was recording the Super Tight album. And that's when he offered me the job to be the hype man for UGK. And which, to be honest, I was the only hype man they ever had.
Right.
And I didn't realize that one day until Bun came down here to shoot that video with him, Rick Ross, and Step Thug on it. And he said, "Nigga, you realize you was the only hype man UGK ever had?" I said, "Never thought about it." Yeah, that's kind of a check that.
Shit, goddamn man. Why you wasn't at the verses? The visuals. You was there?
I was there, front row. You
was there? Nigga, nah, I ain't see you. Hold on, now make sure, cause I was on Instagram watching. You probably was.
He shot me out.
Yeah, I know he did. I know.
I was there.
I know. Okay, he probably did. I probably hide his bloods. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I seen him. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All
That's
right.
how I did the BI interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna do BI the next day.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, I did. Shit, you think I would go?
Man, I kind of figured you was everywhere else. Yeah, you was everywhere else with Zero and everybody in the back lounge. Shoot, I'm talking about big kicking it.
Or at the rodeo.
Yeah, you at the rodeo, got the hat on there. I said, my boy is charged with the bit.
Had them new cases on.
Yeah.
Nigga had them new cases on. Nigga don't know about them new cases, nigga. The Caymans, nigga. I get cowboy with them.
Yeah.
We can get cowboy.
Yeah, well, you went there too. It was you went there. Yeah, represent. You know what I'm talking about?
I ain't give a fuck. I said, nigga, I'm going to the rodeo.
Yeah.
Look at shit. I'm finna rodeo this whole out. Shit.
So when you
I was wearing my dickies.
Yeah.
Shit. At the verses.
Yo, the verses. Oh, okay.
Nigga, I went back.
I mean, everybody.
I went back to 92,
yeah.
nigga. I'm standing there. I had my Cortez on at the crib. I said, I don't even want to wear them. I put them back up, nigga. I said, shit.
Nigga. They get so started.
Get so started. Because niggas say want to dickies.
Yeah.
I said, nigga, we finna go in there and mop the floor with that. We finna go in there and mop the floor with them, nigga.
Yeah.
Who you think won the verse?
Okay. Oh, you want to ask me that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can get back on me in a minute. I want to.
All right. You want my honest opinion?
Yeah. Don't say none of this shit about it for the South. Everybody won.
Well,
Give me who won.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no bias because right now Pimp C might come out the grave and slap me because Pimp C know that, you know what I'm saying, he birthed, you know what I'm saying, but Pimp wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Bun tried to hold it.
Yeah.
Bun held it. You know what I'm saying? He Bun hard. You know what I'm saying? But my nigga 8 Ball.
Them niggas rocked that. MJG rocked that bitch, didn't he?
Niggas say MJG.
MJ was ticking on him all, wasn't it? He run a little show.
What? Say, hey.
That's
You
your
talking about a diehard? You talking about diehard? Just fan, just respect.
Fool,
I didn't even know it was on.
A A-Ball?
Both.
Oh.
Because look,
both.
let me tell you.
Nah,
I didn't even know it was on yet. And I'm fans too, but I didn't even know it was on yet. All I know, I heard him rapping one song. I saw he and her rapping A-Ball. Then I heard rapping Pimp, and I say, and he's so excited. He's just in there, he doing it. And I said, you mean to tell me it's a versus going on? I already knew.
They did a sneak attack.
Man, say.
They playing that shit for 4-5 days.
Man, say. I was sitting up there, I was just like,
And he wouldn't move.
I was like, dog, if my boy Pimp was there, I said, I don't care what nobody.
I'm from the original.
Okay.
I'm from the old school. I just explained to you my history with growing up in rap from the beginning. Right. I'm from break beats, put the instrumental on, give me the mic, and bust.
Right.
Say it again.
Right.
Put the instrumental on, give me the mic, and bust. Them niggas was rapping over their lyrics. Bun B ate them niggas up over them instrumentals, nigga. Like we always do, nigga. Like we always do. Eat them niggas lunch, Bun. Eat them niggas lunch, Bun.
Okay.
Eat them niggas lunch, Bun.
I see. He didn't tell me that. See, if
Eat them niggas lunch, Bun. Go back and listen to it.
If I would have known that,
Go back and listen to it all, bro. And then that nigga stop. Them my niggas ain't ballin' MJG, but them niggas was out of breath. Primrose was standing in one spot. Bun was giving it to them niggas with that murder. Yeah. And niggas let y'all niggas have it.
But when murder came on,
cut the music off so I can go acapella on you niggas. Let y'all niggas know I ain't rapping with no lyrics. Say man.
Okay.
Say man.
All
say man.
entertainment.
Okay. That's all I got to say. I ain't been by. We go back to my interview.
No. See, I didn't know that fact of it. See, if I would have known that fact,
man, I'm looking at.
You know, Ball, I would have been respectful and would have chucked it up there. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Let me tell you something though.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you where it got me. I didn't realize it being there.
Right.
I'm front row. Yeah, you go on your row?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it because I was there, and I was into it because I hadn't seen anybody on MJG perform in a long time.
Right.
Of course, I hadn't seen UGK perform. I've always been in the stand. Hey baby, that's my buddy. I was always in the crowd for an 8-Ball MJG show, but never in the crowd for a UGK show. So I was sucking up that vibe.
Okay, bet.
So I was into it, you know.
Right.
Goddamn, these niggas rocking this show.
Yeah.
MJG and them rocking this show. They slipped on a couple songs that I wouldn't have played.
Right.
You know, like the song with CeeLo Green. I wouldn't have played that song.
Yeah.
Them niggas didn't even play Don't Flex.
Yeah, I know.
I said, boy, how you not gonna play Don't Flex, man?
He didn't even do no songs from his solo album. I was like, what?
He did one. I can't remember which one, but yeah, he did. Fucking
what? Middle of the Night.
My homeboy's girlfriend.
My homeboy's girlfriend. That one. Yeah, he did that one.
He did.
Yeah, he did homeboy girlfriend.
Lying and shit. Nigga, you know you was talking about seeing this.
But everybody knew it. I mean, we all grew up knowing he was talking about C though. We always knew. We was like.
C died thinking you was talking about him. He talking about.
I mean, that's why when you asked me who won, I'm like, that was hard. I said, man, Pimp gonna come up out my grave. Come up out his grave and be like, nigga, come on, Lord. You know, that's why I was like, oh man, this nigga put me in there. But especially when you just told me that they was rapping over their lyrics, and I was just talking about
it until I got home.
Oh.
And I said, I want to watch with it because everybody was dissing the crowd so much.
Right.
And I said, okay, let me look at this and see what everybody else saw. And I'm looking at this show. And looking at this show, I said, maybe it's just one song. Then I look at the next song. And I'm looking at Bun. And I know Bun doing it, like I said, because at the show, they cutting out music.
Right.
And then we go a cappella. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let the crowd do a piece. Right. They never did do that with their mama.
Right.
They never did do that with their mama. Nigga, that nigga hit that murder on their ass.
Man, that murder, when murder came in.
A petty on your ass, nigga. Shit.
Slide through your little jelly.
Man, come on, man. That boy is a master.
Yeah. He a switch knife. You know what I'm saying? Like man, say.
First time I seen him do some shit like that was that verse. A lot of people don't get his verse credit either. But that second verse of Bun B on that, I left it wet for you.
Yeah, I left it wet.
Then we went around the corner to go get some weed and come back. That nigga left that nigga writing. Came back, he was sitting and said, nigga, when you gonna go record? They said, shit, this it. Boom, played it. Me and C had left to go meet Gouda Ray.
Okay.
To go get some puffs.
Yeah.
And come back.
Shout out Gouda.
What's up, Gouda Ray?
Yeah.
Meet him right off at that Burger King, right off Walton Walker. You know what I'm talking about? At Burger King, when you come in, what a movie theater used to be, the drive-in. Remember when the drive-in movie theater?
Which one? You talking about the one on Leadbetter?
Yeah,
all the way at the end. What was the name?
Astro.
Yeah, Astro. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Right.
Yeah.
They got like some type of car lot or something over there back there now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Why we let them do that?
I don't know, but they still got they got one over here back. They got one back here somewhere. Yeah, drive through. Yeah, Ennis. Yeah.
Nigga, in high school, we had one over in East Dallas that was XXX rated. Called the Lone Star. Y'all remember the Lone Star? That shit was over off of Dolphin Street. Yeah.
In the East.
In the East.
Yeah.
Nigga, they used to play XXX rated movies, triple feature.
I don't know.
Being a kid, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? It was like $3 to get in.
Yeah.
Nigga, can you imagine? That's kind of like we had as a kid. Nigga.
Yeah, like,
Leave the football game with.
What the
Go somewhere play Stanker Finger. You know, that kind of shit.
Oh, she good?
You got VD. Yeah, it wasn't no sexually transmitted diseases. You had VD. I said, you had VD, goddammit. That's what we call it. You burned it.
Hey, you burned it.
You said, that bitch burning, man.
And then next thing you know, everything start coming. They try to kill us. They start coming to the school, giving us them dirt pamphlets and talking about nigga AIDS and shit. Talking about nigga cracking eggs. Talking about this is your brain on drugs. Syphilis.
Yeah. They knew I was like that. We was the test dummies.
Right.
My era was the test dummies. Y'all got the information from us crashing my head, nigga. I knew so many niggas pee, just feel like razor blades throwing out their pee holes. They're gone real, nigga. Shit, nigga.
Nigga, we had nigga what in there, McGruff the crime dog.
That shit was coming at the end of my childhood. This wasn't shit, nigga. That shit came at the end of my childhood. None of that. All we had was Schoolhouse Rock.
Katie just got kidnapped.
We had none of that. All we had was Schoolhouse Rock. Yeah, y'all nigga had Just Say No, all that Nancy Reagan
nigga,
shit.
we had South Central, you know what I'm saying? We had
Just
the show,
Say No.
the TV show South Central, but we had it all.
Yeah. All that came out. The Simpsons, all that shit came out.
Yeah,
I'm from the old school, nigga. I'm Phyllis the Cat, nigga.
Justin and shit.
Bam Bam Theater, nigga. Banana Split, nigga. Three Stooges, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, shit, huh? Yeah, I'm from that era, nigga. Shit.
So
old school.
When you I want to know when you so you was on the Super Tight, but the song didn't come out.
Yeah, that song didn't.
That's the one that because that's the Super Tight. That's one with Jive, or was that with Big Boy?
No, that's the second album that was on Jive.
That was the second album that was on Jive. All right, because
so that's the tour that I did. I came in on, like I said, as they was recording, they hired me. I do a few shows off of I guess the first album tour at the Swallow, you know, the last couple shows they had on that, and then we transitioned into touring off of Super Tight.
Okay.
And yeah, that was our stage show.
So then what made you decide to say, okay, man, I'm finna do this. I'm finna go ahead and take this music serious, even though I know Pimp gave you, you know what I'm saying, inspired you.
Well, when I got ready to leave Port Arthur, I was like, man, first of all, I thought I was coming back.
Right.
You know, I wasn't leaving. I was just leaving because once I didn't take my car, I didn't take the Hyundai down there with me.
Right.
It had caught fire. You know what I'm saying? It was in that storage. And so I was down there carless, and they were leaving doing pre-production on Riding Dirty. And Pimp was one of his aspirations and dreams was to make that album sound so good and get that big sound. That's why he got with in on Joe to give him this crispy, different type of sounds.
Right.
You know, it was still Pimp, but it was a little bit more fatter.
Right.
You know, that Dr. Dre sound of the South.
Right.
As far as mastering and all that, mixing and mastering. And so they were leaving me, bro. You know, and I wasn't living in the hood no more. Port Arthur. I had moved to like the good side of town, and niggas weren't coming over there to visit me and shit. And, you know, they would.
Right.
They would.
Right.
But you know, it wouldn't maybe once a week. So I was just out there lonely and shit, walking back and forth to work and shit. So I said, man, I'm gonna go to Dallas, go back to Dallas. What happened was I went to Dallas to visit. And then when that happened, I said, shit, man, I'm gonna go back home.
Right.
I came back, got my shit, came back home. But as I was, to answer your question, as I was leaving, he knew I was leaving, and he said, Bobo, go back and do something with what we built, with your name. And nigga know it's Bobo from UGK now.
Right.
You know, springboard off of that.
Right.
So, okay, so I didn't know what to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, when I first got to Dallas, who was on the radio? His name was KK Holiday.
KK Holiday.
KK Holiday was the 6 to 10 slot here in Dallas, which was major. You know what I'm saying? So I just happened to go up there. This guy, bro, I just go up there. You know, he gravitated to me right at the time as he's starting to. He was brand new in Dallas. I don't even think he was here for maybe a month or two. Remember him? He went out to be on MTV and all that after that.
No, I didn't know he was.
Oh, that nigga was a VJ on MTV after he left Dallas. That's why he left Dallas.
Okay.
He was big. But yeah, KK Holiday. So we befriended each other. So I don't know what made me do it, but I spent some money on some studio time, and I said I'm gonna do an intro for this nigga. And I may have heard somebody do it on the road or something. I don't recall why I did it, and I did the intro to that nigga to the Between the Sheets beat. That's not the first one I did it to Acknowledge Me I'm Big.
Okay.
To that beat, and that shit went crazy. And every time from 6 to 10, at 6 o'clock when he was coming on, he played my intro. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to hear that every day, my nigga, for like a year. You know what I'm saying? So then he went on to MTV. So they bought another 6 to 10 jock in. And now when we was on the road with UGK, we had done a show at Monroe, Louisiana. And you know how you do shows and shit, they make you do radio.
Funky Town, Monroe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do, they make you do radio and all that type of stuff. So we go to the radio station in Monroe. Their 6 to 10 jock, his name was Broadway Joe. Well, Broadway Joe had left Monroe and became the 6 to 10 jock in Dallas. Mm-hmm. See how that worked?
Yeah.
So, hey, cause I'm thinking, damn, bro, KK Holiday gone.
Right.
There go my street.
Right.
You know, because he didn't last long. You hear me say it was like a year or so. He gone. So I said, get with Broadway Joe. Hey, nigga, I'm gonna do the same thing for you. Nigga, I have another year run of the same thing. My intro was, so that's how my name got out there.
Right.
And so Al heard that. Oh, wow, what you doing over there? I'm hearing these intros of you doing this, and man, I want you to get with me and help me write this album. I said, what? Yeah, I want to get with you. I want you to rap. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, okay. He said, I got 2 people. It's going to be me, you, this girl, her name is Tilioso.
Okay.
Shout out to Tilly.
Okay.
And her friend, really was 3 of them at first. It was Tilly, V-Dog, and my boy Capo. Shout out to Capo, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Capo was he was a true artist. He was like a down south DMX. He was so animated when he rapped, but if you listen to what he said, have you heard of this group called Coast Contra or whatever their name? The dude be on Instagram rapping, he be doing all that other stuff. You ain't never seen him? Oh, he dope.
Okay, I need to check him out.
That's how Capo was.
Okay.
And we went in there and we wrote all these, we helped Al come up with all the music at the, oh damn, I skipped this part. I want to tell you about when I first moved back to Dallas and was over there at the studio. They was recording Killer Copies at Dub One Studio.
Okay.
Dub One Studio. Shout out to Steve Paul.
Paul.
Dub
Yeah,
One.
he had a studio downtown too. Not that long. He moved it.
I don't know where he is.
Yeah, I don't know where he is now.
That's why I recorded my album, man.
Okay, Steve Paul.
A lot of
Okay.
people don't know about Steve Paul, baby.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people don't know about Steve Paul, man. But where he was then, you know where the Longhorn Ballroom is. You know the Bull.
Right.
At the front.
Right.
So right in front, right behind that Bull, that was a Mexican restaurant right there called Raul's. So if you going on past the Bull and you in, so right above Raul's, you walked up them stairs and walked across that little balcony.
Right, the balcony.
Walk in there. Nigga, them white boys was living up in there. Steve Paul, Big Bird, yeah, and this other dude.
God damn.
And they had a studio. Dub One was in there.
Right there on that drug straight. If you come straight industrial, you run smack into it.
In the Longhorn Ballroom.
That's crazy. God
damn. In the Longhorn Ballroom.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's where they record. That's where I had met Blowfly now before that, when they was over on Forest at the Snake Pit. And but they were recording right there. Yeah.
Okay, so Cottonmouth over there recording. No, okay.
Oh, man, them niggas had test tubes and deal.
Yeah.
That was my last night. That was my last night doing that. Hey,
Cottonmouth was over here talking about he used to ride routes behind the funeral home. I was like, what?
Man, come out, let me tell you something. That's my nigga.
That's my nigga too.
That nigga, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a story about Cotton. Cotton, you don't know this. You might know this, but I don't know if you know this. I love Cottonmouth so much. I saw Cottonmouth. I saw his interview. I know all that, everything he know.
Right.
Because you heard him say we was his OG.
Right.
I remember South Coast. Snake was doing the beats.
Doing the beats. Yeah.
That's how we got him. You know, I thought they was from Highland Hills.
Right.
You know, so when I met him, I thought they was from Highland Hills.
He said you stayed there.
I know. Yeah. So when I met him, he was coming up out of Highland Hills for my introduction.
Right.
But I didn't. I later learned out about the South Dallas connection. But yeah, he they was so I mean like here one of them times Chad done left me. You know, I'm in home in Port Arthur. You know what I'm saying, by myself. And so he calls me and he said, man, I got a layover here in Dallas, right? I got my homegirl, her name is Black. Memphis, she's from Memphis, she's a pimp. You know, she got some girls here and blah blah blah. We kicking, you know what I'm saying? I want to go make some money. So mind you, UGK never would pimp a bun. This before people were really features, doing a bunch of features back then.
Right.
You know, niggas want me to do a feature and shit. I said, who? He said, man, you know Snake? He said, I said, you know I know Snake, man. He said, I said, well, go on over there with Snake now. And so he was over there. He said they was over there for Forest at the Snake Pit. So then he got over there. He called me back. Bobo. Man, I don't know none of these niggas, man. It's a bunch of niggas over here, man. They got a nigga over here, some nigga, Cottonmouth. I said, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
He say, he was yelling at the chick Black. He say he don't know who that is. I ain't doing it. He said I ain't doing it. Yeah. And so and I don't know if Black said it or whoever in the background say, they used to call him Jesse. I said, oh, little Jesse? I said, yeah, I'm after him.
Yeah.
And he did that song Cottonmouth. Right then and there. Cottonmouth was the first person that I really know that I could think of or remember to have a Pimp C feature in Dallas.
Damn, so that's history. Damn. Like, God damn, Satisfied. Yeah.
That song was so jamming.
That shit still jams to this fucking day, just like
okay, let me tell you why Cottonmouth's supposed to be on. Because if you come with a song like Satisfied, and you got, I believe Greg Street was here at that time. Why didn't that song get played? Think about that. The beat was banging. The beat was banging.
Yeah.
Cottonmouth showed his ass.
Yeah.
Of course.
Pimp showed his monkey ass.
Yeah.
Of course.
He came straight to my house.
Yeah.
And played that shit, but we played every time we heard a new song, we wear it out.
Right.
Like we heard, like when he played One Day for me, we were them back to back to back to back to back to back to back. That's how we listen to shit. We study it. Then we break the tape, listen to that shit.
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah, man, we played that Saturday 5, man, over and over and over again. Because with rap was always a competition for pimp. I'm starting eating niggas up. Is what
Right.
Yeah, so, but Cotton held his own. I had never heard Cottonmouth rap like that, but when Jesse rap like that.
Right.
Yeah. He was Jesse when I left, when I got back.
It was Cottonmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Cottonmouth.
Yeah, so Jesse, Mr. Cottonmouth,
Man,
I don't know if you know that, a little bit of history, but that is exactly on my mama how that went down.
Already.
Y'all
heard that here first. So,
yeah,
you know
and so,
what I'm
and back on Cottonmouth, so he had that song.
Mm-hmm.
And then, back when I was on Kano Inn, the motherfucker bought me that Elbows Out the Window. Well, he bought the whole city together.
Elbows Out the Window.
Come on, was that not a hit?
When Charlie
was
Boy,
that not a hit?
That was a certified platinum hit. Like, I don't know.
Cottonmouth supposed to be out of here.
Out of here.
Cottonmouth supposed to be out of here, man.
You too.
Well, man.
Already.
Oh, yeah.
Blue and skunk. Say,
Yeah.
man, hold on. Okay, but let's go. Keep on. Let's go.
So we doing the Big Al album at Dub 1, because that's how me, Steve Paul.
Right.
I'm always forward thinking, they in there being, the white boy tell them don't smoke in the studio. They smoking, blowing it in the mic. Why you don't want me to smoke? This Cottonmouth and Blowfly. Why you don't want me to smoke? Because it's bad for the microphone. Right in the mic. I said, boy, you nigga buck.
Shout out my nigga Blowfly.
Real, that was the start of Real.
Right, okay.
That was the start of Real, man.
Okay.
Rest in peace to my nigga 24K.
24, man.
Rest in peace, man.
Hey, say,
Ooh,
man. Say, yeah.
times,
Make sure y'all keep that alive.
The times we had GGs.
Yeah. GG's, man.
Back
Northwest
bar.
Highway.
Man, the back bar. Shit. Do that bitch get about me there?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we killed it. So, we doing that. And the last song, man, we had some songs on that album, that Black and Mild. Ooh, child, Black and Mild. If we would have dropped that shit would have went. Because the shit we was talking about, have you ever just listened to that song?
Man.
Nobody ever made no song about Black and Miles.
No.
And that's when we first, and we so dumb, we call it Black and Miles.
That's why y'all had.
Why we call it Black and Miles?
Huh?
First of all, why we call them Black and Miles?
Because that was the name of them.
That's an and sign.
Yeah, we call them Black and Mild.
We used to call them Black emails back in the day.
That's what y'all call them, Black emails?
Boy, back in the day.
No, we call them Black and Mild.
It's Black and Mild now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because y'all had us
back when they first came on the scene, niggas was their Black email.
No, y'all had us going to the store, getting the Black Mild and doing the filter, stretching the tips.
Nigga, we do some stupid shit. Honey on your blunts. Honey on your blunts, all that stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep the doobies, laying the doobies all in there, roll them up. Killing out there with perfectos, nigga. We doing stupid shit, nigga. Woo. We doing all kinds of stupid
5 in the pack, you know what I'm saying? Fat on them whole rolling. Fat blunts, nigga.
Fat blunts, man.
Fat blunts, nigga.
We was not a motherfucker. Y'all see this, man? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Rockstar, man.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. My motherfucker, that product placement, man.
Yeah.
That product placement. Got some good old weed from there. What this shit say?
Man, say.
Y'all see I can't see, huh? Weed now, never exhale. Always inhale, goddamn.
Goddamn me.
Keep it, goddamn. But yeah, so one of the last songs we did, I had helped them kind of construct it with who we were gonna put on the album besides those two.
Right.
And I was always trying to help my little brother and them out, which was the group Triple OC.
Triple OC.
Yes. And so I was trying to get them some shine. Every time I went to the radio station, I took them to the radio station.
Right.
Every time something happened, I tried to include them because that's the kind of nigga I am. I'm just always trying to show love. And and I love them niggas, man. So I put them and got them involved on the record. And I had done a song with all of them except my nigga Mon.
Okay.
So I said, fuck, I got to get Mon on the album. I love the way this nigga rap. And I had this beat. So me and Steve Paul had made this beat in there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just like, rewind. Ron walked in the studio on their South Dallas Drive and said, "What the fuck are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing?" Ron C said, "What the fuck are y'all doing?" And it turned out to be South Dallas Drive.
Right.
And so, and same thing.
And that should have been a big hit. Like that should have been. That's like a.
It should have been pushed for the region.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a dance craze.
Right.
You know, the white boys from New York didn't know what they was talking about. So same thing. Didn't know what they was doing.
Right. That's
I mean, look how they fucked up UGK and the screw movement.
Yeah.
So with Jive.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, last song, same scenario. And I was in there with Steve Paul. Me and Steve Paul came up with these little chords and made this beat. Just me and Steve Paul. And then I get Mun in there and we do this song. And it's already the last song we do. Ain't it always that story?
It's always that story.
It's always that story. The last song we did was already. And then we packaged that up. Everybody started listening to it. It was like, because he wanted to make another song to sing. I forgot what song he wanted. But everybody kept going back to, man, that motherfucker there. That motherfucker there. That motherfucker right there, man. Everywhere we went. That motherfucker right there, man. That's the one. So we rode with it. You know what I'm saying? It was just me and Big Al, you know, that did that album. I was picking them up every day, taking them to the studio, dropping them off to the, you know, because Al didn't drive. I don't know if y'all knew that. Oh, y'all don't know that about Al.
Nuh-uh.
Al didn't drive. Al was a strange bird.
He didn't drive?
I seen Al drive one time in my whole life. And he drove to my house. Because my car was broke down. I lived in Surrey Road. He drove from the woods. The woods on Surrey Road. He just drove right down there with him.
Straight right there.
Just so I could drive him around.
Right.
That day. Threw me the keys so I could drive him around that day. Because something happened to my car. Yeah, Al didn't drive. So I was going to pick Al up. But Al would have different niggas, you know. A lot of people drive Al around. But he did not drive. He said his nerves was too bad.
Damn.
For all the traffic and stuff. So, no. Finston did not drive, man. So, yeah, that was just me and Al put that album together along with Tilioso and my homeboy Capo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and this was the first one.
This is the you know, they did go back, and once we went, I drove Al down to Houston because that song had started making so much noise. DJ Philly Fail had done the remix.
Right.
We had but this before the remix, we had gone to. I drove him down to Houston because that's where the distribution was. You know, Robert Gilliman had sent for us to come down to Houston. In fact, Robert Gilliman got in touch with me through some people through the UGK situation.
Right.
You know, and I told Al we drove down to Houston. It was just me and him sitting in that room, and they saw him. I remember as soon as they saw him, first thing out their mouth was, "What we gonna do about that nemesis?" They said, "What we gonna do about that nemesis?" And so I was like, "Well, I'm thinking like, what we gonna do about this right here?" So they gave us money on that one, but they was hungry for that day right there. I knew something was gonna happen.
Right.
You know, so with nemesis, I didn't know what, who, or what was gonna happen, but yeah, they asked him about that nemesis at least 2 or 3 times. When Snake was living in Atlanta, working with Too Short and Lil Jon and doing all that, and Nazeem had gone off to do. You know, record exec shit, big time shit, and Joe Mack was still here. Ron C, I think, was locked up at the time.
Right.
So, but yeah, so we went down to the Southwest Hotel. Robert Gilliman and them personally asked them about the Nemesis shit. Cut us a check for our album. So he went back to the studio, redid our album. Not really redo it. So you know, we kind of fell out around that time. And so, it's always about money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I still love him. And I still love them. But, you know, but when it comes to, it's hard to go in business with your people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you your people, you know, I learned something a long time ago. My wife taught me, you know.
Right.
You know, I just had this conversation, you know, one of my good homeboys. She told me don't do something one time. I did it. It ended up, you know, costing us a friendship for a little while.
Right.
But me, as I'm a real nigga, and that's always my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Might not ever be the same like it ever was, but I love that nigga. And if that nigga ever need me, I'm there.
Right.
And that's how I was with Al. And to the day we died. And like Rakim, I remember when Rakim was born.
Right.
I changed Rakim. I mean, people lie and play about this shit. Rakim was over at my house with. I mean, Al was over there every day at Syria Row.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I changed Rakim diapers, my nigga. That ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was just
Right.
a little. Rakim, I believe, was his oldest.
Right.
And so to see him when I saw him again as an adult, it was like seeing a ghost.
Right.
That nigga looked like Al, bro.
Man.
It's scary.
Man.
It's scary. Same mannerisms and
Yeah.
everything. And to see him be able to rap like that, man, the legacy lives
Man,
on.
for real.
Yeah.
I seen y'all out there, what was that, Club Dada?
Yes.
Yeah.
That motherfucker rock that
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
That nigga's can put on good stage
Yeah.
show. They need to let me A&R his new album.
Oh, you A&R? Oh, you know.
Oh, that's my title.
Man, what you learned,
I'm
man?
a street
Man,
A&R.
so this process of going on, going out the record. What's this the record with the fire on it? What is it? True, not True Stories. Is
Ghetto Story.
Ghetto Story. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, it's a Ghetto Story. Yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to Treasure.
Oh yeah. So that right there, that was like our. How can you say? That was like our breakout for Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
That album?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't see me doing it. I don't know.
You know what
But
I'm
I
saying?
know once that already, people was.
I mean, that the one about it, that it wasn't out, wasn't in their ears like that. You know what I'm saying? Besides you and Big Lurch.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a secret. That nigga said Big Lurch. Wow. Ooh, you took it back with that one. That's the Oak Cliff Assassin back in them days, Pimpster days.
Yeah,
Said
yeah.
Big Lurch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he dead or in jail?
No, he in jail right now,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
boy innocent is fucked up, and the people parents came back testify, say that he innocent, and they still won't
But
let
they
him
got
out.
you. What they got, they got you.
Right.
Look how they did Mac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if y'all know about Mac. I can tell you a story about Mac. Mac as a little boy. Okay.
Mac Bo?
No, Mac from No Limit.
Okay, Mac. Okay, shell
Mac.
shot. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna blow your mind. Mac. Okay, you heard me talking about. Remember what we was in that other story.
Right.
But I'm telling you this. That's why I want to come, because I was going to get this nigga a hell out of interview.
Alright,
But I knew we weren't finna talk about a bunch of UGK shit.
Right.
So remember I was telling you about the two white boys, Kim Bahari and Ernie Phillips, right? So once they got hold of Nemesis and got that deal about, they got the hip hop bug, right? They said, shit, we might as well start us a rap label. You know what I'm saying? You white boys, they know nothing about rap, but they started them a rap label. And you know what that rap label was called? It was called Yo Records.
Yo Records.
Yo Records sound PKO. I remember
Right.
when PKO first came to town, right?
PKO.
My niggas Magic came in, and them came, you know, had motherfucking Brique. Mind you, we teenagers. Pop! Look like the movies. Them niggas was some real niggas. Shout out to Pony J.
Yeah.
Nino, as they call him
Yeah,
now.
Nino.
Yeah, them niggas.
Yeah.
Them my niggas, man.
PKO Nino.
Yeah. One of my niggas just died. I can't
Yeah,
think.
Pound Keys announcers for the
Yeah,
ones that don't
Pound
know.
Keys and OZ,
Yeah.
baby. That was that snake, baby.
Yeah.
You know that little snake?
Yeah, I know.
The Pound Keys and those, man. Magic? Man, them niggas, boy, I tell you stories off camera. If you're, this your wife?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, I'm proud.
Them boys real right there, man. Yeah, man, no disrespect, man. Yeah, they so another artist that they had, I'm finna blow your fucking mind, was they signed a dude named Gregory D. You know who that is? You know who that is?
Yeah, I know Gregory D. We were just talking about
You know who Gregory D?
me
DJ
and
was?
Byron Lilla.
So you know who Gregory D DJ was, right?
Who was the DJ? Who was Gregory D DJ?
I'm gonna blow your mind. Damn, I can't tell you what I tell you. I'm gonna show you a picture. And I like the Wow Factor, right? The album was Gregory D and a young Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh. You know what? He was down here.
I've been around.
Cause Mac was signed with Yo Records. Yeah, that's
what I'm
right.
trying to tell you.
Yeah, you showed. Oh yeah, you showed right. Ron C and them was over there too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, whatever. All right, it's the weed. It's the weed.
You see what I'm telling you?
At least I know my history.
But you know what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
The boys of DJ Snake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's the tree he came from. Because you got to realize there was two trees. You either was on the Dr. Rock tree, or either you was going to be on the snake.
Right.
Big Al Casanova Rock Tree.
Right.
And I was over here with them because I didn't really know them niggas over there. Well, I knew DOC.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? But I really didn't know them like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I knew the box heads, but I didn't know them niggas, man.
Right.
So, but I know, hey, what's up? That's what's up. That's my nigga now. What's up, Dr. Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my nigga now. But back then, you know, it was kind of not no war, but a little semi competition beef.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were the ops. And
Right. Why they can say the thing? You know what they say?
Them niggas was the ops, as some of young niggas say right now. Man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ain't that what it's called?
Yeah,
I might look like you, but yeah, I still got the lingo, bingo. So yeah, we we still smoking.
Man, shit, man, this lit podcast. It's lit, you know what I'm saying? This lit podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, goddamn.
So so Mac was there, man, and ain't that a trip?
That's a trip, man.
That's a cool.
And I remember that, the Yo Records and all that.
Yo Records, man.
And Max Shell Shop was signed to that. Yeah, and Manny Fresh, he was down here.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
I remember one time.
I gotta ask something off camera.
Go ahead. Oh, camera. Okay. So I remember one time we had a show. We had done all these shows. I mean, we used to do a bunch of shows for UGK, man. And so one time we had just been on this huge run of shows. And the last show we did was in Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
And so Ed Bond had moved to Atlanta, right? And he was always just coming back meeting us to do the show. But at this time he had to meet with us and do a bunch of shows. You know, and then as his flight was leaving, he flew back to Atlanta. So DJ Bird and myself, we left Jackson. Well, actually, we left Nashville, and it was the last show was in Nashville. We left Nashville because we stayed the extra night, and we went to Jackson. I think we went there to Holly Smoke Deal or something. I forgot what we were doing in Jackson. It was a concert promoter that we was cool with. I can't think of his name. He was big time concert promoter. His name began with the S. So anyway, but coming back, so our flight wasn't. The thing was coming back from Jackson to New Orleans because that's where the airport was to get us back to Texas. So we go to New Orleans. Motherfuckers raining and casting dolls at the airport. Raining. We get laid off. So Chad said, I'm gonna call Birdman then. Well, with Baby. Now mind you, Baby been calling me. I've been talking to Baby on the phone. He ain't never met me.
Right.
But he used to call Chad house. I used to pick up the phone and we said 20, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just chopping it up. And so he was, he wanted to meet me. Right. Wanted to meet, everybody in the clique. So they come pick us up. Well, when you get laid over back then, they will put you in a little hotel.
Right.
So they put us in a little punk ass, motel. And so they came and got us. Man, at first place they took us was to the studio. And as soon as I opened the door to the studio, and they said, go in that room. Open the door, first person I seen was Manny. We like, hey, yeah, we both was like, what's up? Yeah, so that connection, see God.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so then we went over Birdman in my house. Them niggas, that's back when they had those big rear projection TVs. We used to shit when you had a big screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pimp had one.
Right.
Them niggas had one in every room.
Damn.
Them niggas had one in, it was a modest house, but it was a nice house in the hood.
Right.
Looked like it might have been like but it was a nice brick house.
Yeah.
Wasn't nothing just no mansion or nothing like that, but it was a big screen in every motherfucking room. So they were doing it big back then. This was before Juvie and all of that they had. UNLV, I can't think of that chick name, Miss something, and PMW.
That she passed away. I think you're talking about the one.
The female that passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and PMW. And that ass yellow boy. So yeah, they
they want some.
No, they want some.
Oh yeah, that came out. That ripped the whole too.
That ripped, yeah.
That and that already.
Boy, I was a gangster child. Boy, I used to.
Yeah. And so then at that same time, so right after already, so I'm gonna trip you out. So we were doing
Already.
we were promoting already at this club called The Spy, S-P-Y. It was on Greenville. And as we're promoting our record, this guy walks in that I know from high school era. He didn't go to high school with me, but we graduated. He used to hang with people. He used to be in this band, right, that I knew. And I said, okay, with niggas that I knew. I said, okay. I know him. What's he doing here? Because I thought he was kind of a nerd. Because he was, in the band.
Right.
I was a nerd in high school. You know what I'm saying? So he act like he's servicing records too. Motherfucker put that record on, because they already done played already one time. We gonna make them play already twice. Right. We get there earlier, so they play it before the crowd get there, and then we're gonna play it after midnight, between midnight and 2. But they show up right at the midnight spot. You know what I'm saying? And so they done play it already again, and then motherfucker played that record, man. Lay it down, I'm a crook for life, and you don't wanna fuck. What y'all saying? What's Kevin's name? Mr. Pooh. The dude I'm talking about that used to be in the band is Kevin A.
Kevin A.
Yeah, he from Carter. He went to Carter. That's my nigga to this day.
Kevin A went to Carter?
Yeah.
And Kevin A?
Kevin A from Oak Cliff, man.
What?
Yeah, niggas think Kevin A a square, man. Kevin A from Oak Cliff, man. He a hood nigga.
And he gave K-Rock, Mr. Pookie. My bad, let me get it right and put it in order.
K-Rock first, Pookie second,
and then Lucci. And Munchie and all them, and all them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to all them.
Yeah.
Stoner Crook.
Yeah, all Stoner Crook fans.
Yeah,
that's crazy, he gave them a sound. Doom, doom, doom.
That hurt Dallas when they broke up. That really hurt Dallas. That was the first hurt.
Yeah.
That was the first hurt right there.
Yeah.
Me getting out was the second. That was the first hurt right there.
Right.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Because that was a movement right there,
man.
That was a really big movement.
Man,
oh my
I
God.
go everywhere, everybody like, man, where Pookie and Lucci go? Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, no, that was
damn, I wish that shit would have never happened.
When
I don't know what really happened. Because I've heard both sides of the story. You know, it's always 3 sides or 4 sides.
Right.
But I don't know, man. It's just
it's just hard when you get into this industry. You know what I'm saying? When nobody really laid down how the business really works.
Well, yeah, really when you from the hood and you in this business.
Yeah.
Because really the business is cutthroat.
Right.
And you got niggas say, nigga, you ain't getting paid, man. You nigga fucking you, man.
Yeah.
But nigga, if you sign the contract, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm just saying this is how niggas do it in general.
Right.
I'm not saying this is what happened in the Lucha situation. But I know how niggas be in niggas' ears.
Right.
You know, niggas who ain't got nothing to do with the fucking record deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas be in people's ear and fuck shit off for everybody else.
Right.
It happens all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just hate that whatever happened to them happened, because it really put us the brakes on.
Right.
The momentum we had built, because we had already going.
Yeah. Already was.
Check this out.
Yeah.
We had already going. We had that song going.
Crook for life.
Yeah, so I forgot about that. I did South Dance Drive. I did a fucking song with these dudes out of Fort Worth. This one, it really started taking off from that they used to play. Okay, 104 like crazy. It was a dude named Breeze, and he had a singing dude with him named Thyro. And we did this song called Wood Grain. They used to play this song like crazy on K104. Candy, candy. Talking about wood grain. You remember that? Candy,
For
candy.
real?
That was me, yeah, I'm on that song. Yeah. Thyro sing for Swiss House to this day. He left that situation. I talked to him not too long ago.
That's crazy.
Thyro, shout out to Thyro. I don't even know where Breeze is.
Golly.
Yeah, that was, so I had that song on the radio. Already on the radio. Oh yeah, I'll be forgetting, man. South Dallas Drive. Yeah, you make me remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the wood grain, but that wood grain ran for a long time.
Right.
It ran simultaneously with already. Already had a head start.
Right.
But then wood grain came out, and so once me and Al split up, I said, well, shit, I'm a boss, nigga, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of working for everybody else, man, and I ain't, so I went out, started my own label. Basically that's it. Then we recorded the Bitch Get Up Off Me. I started Rowish Life Entertainment.
Right.
Got with some real street niggas and
enemy of the state.
Enemy of the motherfucking state.
Enemy of the motherfucking state.
Enemy of the motherfucking state.
Cause like, man, first of all, alright, where BO BO Luchiano Where the name come from?
Okay. Well, I just told you. I'm gonna make it all make sense. So I've always been. If you look at me, even right now, with me just starting my podcast, I've always been on some nigga Dallas or nothing.
Right.
Goddamn Dallas, come on. So I'm always like, and once Chad said go down there and start something, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go down there and organize everybody and get everybody this clique together. Everybody, we ain't gonna beef like nobody. We gonna be able to rap with this clique and this clique gonna be. That was my dream.
Right. And that sounds familiar.
That was my dream. You know what I mean? And so who did that? Lucky Luchiano with the Mafia.
Yep.
Right. He organized.
He organized the family. Yeah.
Yes. So that was my dream. And so I had Goody Ray and them had done doing their album. They had a song called Ghetto Villain that I'm on. And I rapped on there and I called myself BO BO Luchiano on that song. And everybody said, nigga, that's dope. But in the hindsight, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
Yeah. But that was the first introduction of it right there.
Right.
So, and then same thing with Enemy of the Motherfucking State. Same thing. Everything was planned out theme by me. Enemy of the Motherfucking State was because I knew that was going to make white folks mad.
Right.
They don't want us to be smart.
Right.
They don't want us to be, just like everybody think Chad died because of conspiracy because he was talking about, getting unionized and, everything's possible. And that, but I doubt that very, very seriously is what happened. But reality is, that's true. They don't want us to be smart. They don't want us, as soon as you start getting smart, they're going to yank it from you.
Right.
Oh, watch out now. Watch out, nigga.
Right.
Watch out, nigga.
You're doing too much.
You're doing too much.
Yeah, we want you to stay. We want you to stay.
We done
in the
gave y'all a
box.
black president. God damn it. We done gave y'all a black president.
Right.
Y'all should be satisfied.
No.
Yeah, man.
It ain't enough. Shit, you took away Cat Williams, bitch.
What's wrong with that?
No, I love him. I'm talking about they took him away and bring him back.
Don't
Nah, like that.
That's that weed, bro.
I should have known. I forgot it's a new day. You gotta say cancel. They cancel my nigga. They cancel my nigga Cat Williams. Yeah, they try to cancel my nigga Cat Williams. Shit. Yeah, shit. He had to make.
Don't say they got rid of him. Oh no, Cat. That was too high.
Yeah, right. That nigga was like, what? No, my nigga, I didn't mean it like that.
Not Cat Williams, my nigga.
But yeah, so Enemy of the State. A motherfucking state was just a
concept.
Yeah, just a concept and just like let them know because it was a real statement.
Yeah, because I wanted to organize.
And this show.
That was my first album.
First solo.
First solo, really only solo. I got
right.
I got a whole nother album recorded that DJ Snake has. We did a record. He did the majority of the beats, with a couple of more producers around town. But it's on a firewall box on a hard drive. We can't get to the info, but it's got some hits on it. Right. That's where that. I don't know if you heard the song I did with UGK. Stop Playing With Yourself.
Man, let me hold on before you get to Stop Playing With Yourself. All right. So you ain't gonna never remember this story, but you gonna know this story is true. So I think it was, if I'm mistaken, I know it was North Dallas for a fact because True Game was out and fucking me, Big Bear and all them, and you had pressed up the copies.
Oh, what song?
This is what we talking about right now.
Okay.
All right. Bitch, stop playing with yourself.
Stop playing with yourself.
Stop playing with yourself. Bitch, stop playing with yourself. Bitch, stop playing with yourself. Bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Was it the original?
Black CD.
It was the original version?
Black CD. Chrome in style.
Yeah.
BO BO Luchiano. Explicit. Radio. Instrumental.
Yeah.
Okay, this how you know. I'm just letting you know I ain't lying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gave it to me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I went home, man. Say, man, I wore that instrumental for say. Hey.
Which one was it though?
That was
that.
it.
The one with Pimp on it?
Yeah, it was the one with Pimp on it. It was the first. It was the
that
one.
Wasn't the first one.
That wasn't the first one.
I'm gonna tell you the first one. I got another version of Stop Playing With Yourself. Before Pimp got out, it was still me and Pimp. It's still me and Bun on there.
Right.
And it had my partner from South Dallas. His mama owned Judas. His name was Chew. He did this Jamaican shit. He was down with Rose Life.
Okay.
Well, shout out to Chew. And the dude, guess who did the beat on it?
It's like, no, who?
Playing Skills.
Playing Skills from Irvin?
This was before they blew up. Yeah.
Alex. Alright. Alex, man, that's fucked up. Alright, now go ahead. Alright, that's cool, nigga.
What's wrong?
I ain't know, they should have told me that shit.
Oh yeah, they did that.
Alright.
They did that.
Alright.
So we had another version, but it was just something about it that the crowd didn't gravitate to it. Their sound was too far advanced than what the crowd was ready for in Dallas at that time.
Okay, at that time.
Oh, that bitch was rolling.
Right.
Oh, that bitch was rolling, still rolling to this day.
Right.
And man, so I said, man, we're going to have to dumb the beat down. Yeah, we just going to have to give him a simple old southern old beat.
Right.
So not dumb it down, making it sound bad. That beat they gave me was way too advanced.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so jamming like a motherfucker, man. Had chorus in it. I had that motherfucking Ivan G on that bit. You know Ivan G?
Mm-mm. But I heard, but
Ivan G probably.
Did he play the same scratching in the one with Pimp C too?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
That's the same scratch.
Same, okay, big.
Yeah,
alright.
Motherfucker there.
Yeah, alright.
That motherfucker there, man. So yeah,
oh yeah, I know. Don't flame me. Don't flame me.
he about the baddest.
Yeah.
He about the baddest, man. Shout out to my girl DJ Sprinkles. I ain't never met you, but I know your dad. You know who that is?
DJ Sprinkles? Oh, who was she?
DJ Sprinkles, okay. Okay, when I was on Can Win, right before my show, you know, the Hispanics had a lot of shows.
Right, they had all
You know
of
DJ Reeve?
Right. Mm-hmm.
DJ Reeve has a set of twin daughters, right? And one of them, and they're like 12, 13 years old. And one of them gravitated to DJ and called it a bitch. She like 13 years old.
Man, shout out to all the female
That's so
DJs out there,
cool.
cause they out there, they own it, nigga.
Oh, she cold.
Especially out of Dallas.
She know how to use turntables. She
Yeah.
know how to use 1200s. She cold.
Oh yeah, she raw. Yeah, she
Nigga, she
flipping
been on,
records.
nigga, she been on Channel 8 and everything. You know, DJing at Vickery Park and
That's dope.
she win competitions, bro.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
DJ
Okay.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. Shout out 2 times. DJ Sprinkles.
Yeah, she probably about 13, 14 years old.
Okay.
Not older than 15. It's stripped that one of them a twin. One of them don't do that, the other one do.
Be like this sometimes.
Yeah. So yeah, I did have that with that's a true story.
Man.
So you had that. B-Lo did that one. Steve B-Lo.
B-Lo.
Steve B-Lo did the one you got.
That's the one they say that's
Shit
the protege.
talk if you want.
Yeah, shit talk if you want. Shit talk, yeah.
Nigga, we have.
Bitch, stop playing with yourself. Bitch, stop playing with your. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Come on, boy.
You know.
You can say, bro. Come on, man. Say.
This is a good interview, ain't it? This is a good interview. Hey, man.
Say you home.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? This is
Well,
what this.
a lot of niggas don't know though.
Yeah, you know what I'm
This
saying?
you know.
These your flowers. I'm here to give you your flowers, let you know we love you, man. We appreciate you, man. Like for real, it's so much I want to know. It's like what would you did different back then from now? You know what I'm saying? What did you learn about? What's that?
One thing I would have did there, I would have never quit that radio.
Right.
Yeah, that was my man, because that's the only regret I have. But I was going through so much in life at that time.
Right.
You know, with depression and going through a divorce, and Chad had died. It was just like, oh my damn, I can't be a parent.
Right.
I don't regret nothing, bro.
Right.
I don't regret nothing because I chose to be a father for my kids, because I ended up with custody of my kid. But even before I had custody, we had joint custody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I knew, and when I had joint custody at that time with my kid's mother, it was real joint custody. It wasn't no, okay, you got them on every other weekend, and one day after week, nigga, I had them every weekend. And one weekend, I would keep them all the way until
Wednesday or something.
Tuesday. So we would spend like, I had like 14 days and she would do the rest.
Right.
So it was basically joint custody.
Right.
And so on Saturdays, being a single parent, and my mom was coming down with Alzheimer's, so she couldn't just really watch my kids like that. You know, you always want your grandparents to raise your kids, you know, and give them that same big group, you know.
Well, like you had.
Yeah. So my kids missed that, man, because my mom got ill with diabetes and Alzheimer's or dementia at that time. And so, I chose to just be a dad because I didn't have nobody to watch my kids, so I had to be there every Saturday. You know, it was every Saturday from 10 to midnight. And I was still working a gig. You know what I'm saying? I would leave my gig and go to the radio station.
Right.
And so that's what that was. So I don't regret nothing.
Right.
I wouldn't have done nothing different. I would have. Well, I take that back. I just thought about something. I wouldn't have lit that motherfucking because of the depression. Okay. If I tell you, I'm blow your fucking mind. I asked DJ Drop.
Shout out DJ Drop.
That's my nigga. He called me the other day just like you and gave me some flowers. I gave Drop his first shot on radio. He's never been on radio. On radio he's been on was on my show. I got Drop when his name was still Yellow Boy. Yeah, and then he was doing my mixes on Dirty South Block Party.
Dirty South Block Party, okay.
Yeah, these niggas done trained me to say I don't want to Dirty Party because I was sure saying Dirty South Block Party. They got tired of me saying Dirty South Block Party.
Right.
Well, come on, man.
Like, good program, yeah.
Cut! God damn it! These niggas done said Dirty South Block Party goddamn again. Yeah, man.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, but
man, shout out DJ Drop, man.
Shout out to DJ Fish, man.
Yeah,
Jazzy K, man. Shit, Kitty Cat, Picasso, man.
Yeah,
all
Picasso,
people, David, my nigga, all the real niggas, B-Lo.
Yeah.
All the people that ever had anything to do with the Dirty South Block Party, man, y'all, that was it. That was the core right there,
right.
Man. We didn't know we was doing history then either. We was just going out there having fun, man.
We're going having fun.
You ever listen to that show?
Man, say, I done checked it out. I done winded it, the old tape. Somebody had put them up on YouTube, too. I don't know who did it.
Oh, them Pimp interviews?
Yeah, and all the they put them up on there. I was like, okay, all right. I said, it's going hard, it's going hard, it's going hard, it's going hard around here. You know what I'm saying? Because, that came out on your show. Like, a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That Pimp C, when he was talking about Atlanta and all that stuff. Yeah, I know that.
Before the Atlanta shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had been in on my show a couple times. We did. Shit, I did the first interview with him out of jail.
Oh, huh?
Yeah, I did the first one with him, and then he came in and did 2 or 3 more. He did some classic interviews on my show, man. And like I said, a couple of them are on YouTube.
Yeah,
you can check them out. But like the best one somehow got deleted, man.
It's always the best one. Why is it always the best one? It's always that best. Man, I don't know what the hell would it be sometimes. Especially when you make a beat of that music too, and that motherfucker get deleted. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that, you can't bring that back. You can't do that.
Technology, motherfucker. I'd have been in the studio, motherfucker lost a session. Feelings be it, man.
Feelings be hurt.
And then right here, we don't really have no station. I mean, we do. We have most people that did it over time, but on the internet. The presence is just kind of unbalanced.
Well, that's why we got people like you, man. So we gotta, maybe Dallas. I was telling the dude from Boss Talk, this ECEO. Shout out to him. I was telling him maybe Dallas can be known for that, the media. If we can't be known for rap, and maybe that will springboard us to get rappers because we could showcase. We could be the people that make a break.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you pass an artist around to her podcast, we take that podcast to Boss Talk. Boss Talk take the Real Life Street Stars and then ran to my podcast. It's different fan bases to watch, and we'll force them upon the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying when I say things negative about Greg Street and Skip Cheatham. That's why I say I call myself the street A&R because I try to think outside the box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't knock the niggas hustle. They was down here. Dallas was a sweet market to get fed on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They made a lot of money. They fed their families here.
Right.
I mean, they had awesome careers here. But as far as helping people like Cottonmouth, you know, I'm thinking he really didn't need much help. All he needed was just a little tinge of help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't, if he don't have a good media presence, a good, you know, then put him in the classes.
Right.
Pull him to the side, say, nigga, hold up, nigga, you gonna be the one representing the city. I work for Dallas. It's like when you go work for a city, you gotta pull for their team and everything. You can't come down here working for K104 talking about you a motherfucking Eagles fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you talking about you gonna get on board with the Cowboys as soon as you get here, right? Right. Okay, so it's the same thing. You should be the same thing with the rappers and the music scene, especially if that's your lane.
Right.
If that's your profession. I mean, I talk about them, but you know, I'm just I have no hard feelings for them, you know, anything like that. I just feel like that could have happened. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it should have. You know, that's how I always felt. I felt like all y'all should always been the face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, you know, we never understood. And I always wanted to ask you, because I know you work the radio. What is it like? Because a lot of people don't understand what it takes to be a DJ for a radio. What's the stipulations that DJs can't do? Because you know, sometimes you just can't play everybody's stuff.
Well, me, you know, I didn't have that stipulation.
Right.
You know, I was lucky.
Right.
So I was the. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was the gate. You know,
breaking them.
Yeah. I was either, if your shit ain't fly, and I remember I used to talk to niggas, man, shit, don't come down here with that boo-boo.
Right.
That's
keeping it real. Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't jamming out. Pow! Break your shit live on the air.
Right.
Niggas loved it, me doing that type of shit.
Yeah,
but me, shit, I wouldn't break it if it wasn't jamming, because he wasn't gonna get on the air.
Right.
You know, first of all, you wasn't gonna get on the air if it wasn't jamming.
Right.
You know, I might let a couple niggas do.
Right.
Just from GP, but most of the shit I jam, I say 98% of it that I played was some hot ass shit, you know, and it took a special ear to do that without having a playlist. I had no playlist. I went in every show we did. There was no script, and there was no playlist.
Right.
I just got there and figured it out on the fly. People say, "Who write that shit for y'all? I think y'all nigga funny. Who write that?"
On the fly.
Shit on the fly.
On the fly, freestyle.
So
that's just how we is. We come from there.
Yeah.
It's going and
Yeah,
high side.
high side. Come on, man. It's going your ass, nigga.
Square
and talk shit to you.
Yeah, talk shit in the
talk
motherfucker.
Shit to you, man.
Yeah, man, I be playing no bones or nothing.
Yeah,
shit.
man. So and that's what gravitated people toward that show and me, because I just try to keep it real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's a lot of niggas like me, like you. You know what I'm saying? You say shit, be like, oh, that nigga tripping. I remember when next time I say GW Juniors, niggas don't remember GW Juniors until you say that.
Yeah.
Nigga, somebody that's gonna listen to that interview,
they go like,
oh, that nigga Bobo crazy. That nigga boy, the GW Junior. Yeah, nigga. But we had a bunch of shit like that around town, man. That, you know, our culture here is deep and thick.
Right, where it is.
Yeah, and so, I just feel like, I never think about, people say legend and all that shit, man.
Because it's the legacy.
Well, we was just living life. It's history now.
Right.
Because it's been so long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But back then,
But it was a start of a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, that was new and something that's taking over the whole world today. You know what I'm saying? You can't go around this world today without seeing them. Somewhere somebody got a shag.
Yeah.
Somewhere somebody got an 808.
Yeah.
Somewhere rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Someone dressing like a b-boy or something.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Impact generation.
And Dallas made some impacts on a lot of people
right.
too.
Oh yeah.
Because they came down here and stole our shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And trust me, I remember Oak Cliff Assassin was highly pissed at Lil Jon. You know what I'm saying, about the crunk. Because we know we was hearing crunk way before Lil Jon. Lil Jon was DJing at the time. I remember he was in when that soft girl. He was I forgot what it was, but he was DJing for that.
Yeah.
And Lil Jon was he was already had car wash out. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, a lot of people fed off Dallas because we didn't take our respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We should have just taken our respect, man. And a lot of stuff hurt us, like the Vanilla Ice shit. We knew that motherfucker was fake. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. And that shit hurt us knowing, you know, and I don't know, just so much shit hurt us. Just little it's like, as soon as you get so far, motherfucker pull you back.
Right.
As soon as you get so far, motherfucker pull you back. And so that's it. Dallas experienced a lot of trials and tribulations. But right now, you know, even with the kind of music, you know, I don't like the drill music. You know what I'm saying? I respect the artistry, but I don't like it because, you know, it promotes killing and all that, smoking your ops and all that other shit.
That shit kind of throw away.
Man. That's dope, man. You know, but a real rapper, you know, that shows thought process and writing his music, you know, I still support the youth.
Right,
you know, because I remember when we started, my parents, you know, come on, I just told you.
Right.
You know, oh, you ain't gonna do that shit here. Oh shit. Oh hell.
Where the holy water? Dash them.
Yeah, dash.
They put it all on your forehead and then everything cross it like that.
And so back to what I said in the beginning. You see how I say, you see how God traveled through my whole life.
Right.
I never just set out to do any of this outside of having a love for music.
Right.
Because hip hop changed my life when I first heard it.
Facts.
Yeah, changed my life when I first heard it. And I said, damn. And it put me in this situation. It put me in that situation. I mean, I'm still living off of remnants from the enemy of the motherfucking state right now. And so, you know, it's, and just nothing but God.
Right.
Glory be to God.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that was a staple. That was that was like, from, you know, coming from Big Al, you know what I'm saying? Bobo.
Yeah.
And then coming to Bobo, you know what I'm saying? Any of the motherfucking states, like, we was like, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? Dallas got something to say. Because, you know, it wasn't just Pimpster, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just Cottonmouth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't just, you know, Mac Bo. It was a lot.
It's funny that you say that because you're right. And I didn't think of that, you know, I just really didn't think of it like that. But you are damn right, bro, because when we did that Big Al album, it just really wasn't that many rappers out.
Right.
And
right.
I just not thinking
well,
of it.
Y'all was setting the lingo, you know what I'm saying? It was the lingo, all that was coming out, you know what I'm saying? Already, you know what I'm saying?
But look, just in that example, like I've only known as much of the history that I've known because of him, because he know everything. But like,
how old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay.
So like already that or Crook for Life, I was 10 when that came out.
But you remember
but how that impacted me, you know, I'm freestyling high school to be, you know what I'm saying? My whole family, that's what you say already. Like that's a thing. Like that's normal.
Yeah.
I go down there to wake up right now. That's my aunt. Every time you say something good, my auntie, I already. You know, it's just
you doing history.
It's
doing stuff. You
just what it is. It's
and it's like that. Yeah, catch fire, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, then it's the culture, you know what I'm saying?
To see a blog say how you know you from Texas, they do the memes and people tell me when you say already.
Right.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
Right.
I heard somebody on SportsCenter say already one day. I said, what the fuck? That motherfucker said already, man. You know, that's a Texas thing, man. And shout out to H-Town, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our little bro. They are big brothers. You know, they bigger than us. But you know, we are family, man. H-Town, D-Town. D-Town is my home. I love my house, man.
Right.
Yeah. I love my home.
Right.
D-Town or die. I keep saying it.
Right.
I love Oak Cliff, Singing Hills, but I love me some H-Town too.
Right.
H-Town too, because they have a real thick culture down there. And I got a lot of family down there.
Come on, man. We grew up on Fat Pat.
Come on.
Mello. You know what I'm saying? Kiki.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
My homeboy.
Man, come on, man.
You got to see, man. You got to realize, man, when we was, blow your mind, bro. We was when I was the roadie with Nemesis, and we were doing the shows. Then we would drive. You know what I'm saying? That was it. And you know, we'd get on this little chilling circuit with the Ghetto Boys. So man, I remember I was just telling somebody this story the other day how you know we give Master P a lot of credit for marketing. Right. With the pen and pencil, all the credit, and all the covers and everything. But Jay Prince, y'all don't know the groundwork that man laid. I'm gonna just give you this quick story. I can remember being in just different locations with them. Let's just say we was in San Antonio, right? They would drive all the way from Houston to San Antonio, just like we would drive from Dallas there. And Jay Prince would show up and those old like 30, 20 Model T cars, them gangster cars, and they would all be dressed in like that gangster shit, like the old mafia, like them dudes. It was like they was building they were letting you know back then this the shit we on. Scarface didn't rap in no hip hop girl. He rapped in a full suit.
Mr. Scarface.
In a full suit.
Yeah, had a full suit.
Imagine this, and just think about it. This nigga's 19, 20 years old in a full suit, rapping that gangster shit.
Gangster shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Rapping that gangster shit, man.
That Action, or what was his name?
Action. Action.
Yeah.
Shout out Scarface.
Yeah, shout out Scarface.
He's number 2 on my
favorite.
So he comes
that was the marketing. You know, just the aura that they built them, you know, so
Jay Prince.
Yeah, so Mello, man, me and Mello.
Right.
Man, I've been around Mello.
Yeah.
I know his real name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we was talking on the phone, and I remember one time, bro, we was there, and I had befriended one of their dancers. Her name was Jazz. So it was me, Mello, and Jazz. We used to always hang together. And and one time Scarface, you know, we was out on the side of the stage, you know, so we was talking shit, tripping and shit. And Jazz was talking, you know, this happened to me a couple times sitting right here. It's life. You know, like fighting, goddamn. You know, talking, something, you know, jumped out of her mouth. And that shit jumped out of her mouth and hit Scarface on the face. That nigga went from 0 to 100 like that. That's when I knew he had that. That's the first time I heard that he had that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he was getting checks from the state.
Getting state.
Yeah, manic depressive. But that nigga went from 0 to 100 before Drake made that song. real quick.
Right.
Yeah, so just stuff like that, you know, you never know. Right. I mean, Scarface is, you know, you heard, I mean, Willie D, what's up, nigga? You know,
Willie D, Willie D, that's my boy,
Everybody was on Scarface, man.
Yeah.
I love Faith, but that Willie D, man.
Yeah, Willie D.
The original country nigga, man.
I bet you 50,000 now I'm knocking.
Man, hold up, nigga, I'm gonna make you read these Nikes.
You read these Nikes?
I nigga said, I'm gonna make you read these Nikes. Nigga, I felt the nigga when he said that. Now, you know how many times niggas with them Trey 5-7 niggas, man? My family, I'm a Dixon, Trey 5-7. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How many of them times them niggas done whooped the nigga and we done came through?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that.
I could just picture the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna make these niggas read these now. I'm about to stomp shit out this nigga.
Willie D a legend too, man. That boy say, man, that boy get on there, he gonna ride with the best of them, especially when he did that pussy, weed, and alcohol. Niggas said, I like
that feel War Boy.
Yeah, that feel War Boy. He was on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was featured on there. You know that verse he ate and when he chunked on.
Used to be on them shows.
Yeah.
No self.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you who used to be on those shows. It was back then. Nemesis. Of course, the Ghetto Boys, the Convicts, Big Mello, and that was the shows back then, man. Those were the shows.
Yeah.
And shout out to Big Chief would rap a lot.
Yeah.
Used to, him and Rich used to get together, and him and Ken, and they would book those shows, man. And we had some good times, bro.
Man, who'd you always work with that you never got? That you always wanted to work with, never got a chance to work with?
Who would I like to work with?
That you never got a chance to work with.
Does it have to be a rapper?
Well, yeah and no.
And
yeah, because I want to know who you wanted to ever work with in the city that you never got a chance to work with.
in the city?
Yeah, and outside of the city too.
Oh, in the city. So let's see here. In the city. Or in the Metroplex?
In the Metroplex.
I would have loved to have worked with Twisted Black.
Free my boy Twisted.
I would have loved to have worked with Twisted Black.
They said ugly with a scar. I said, my nigga wrong.
That nigga wrong, man.
Yeah, that nigga wrong.
I did songs with pretty much everybody else.
Okay.
I mean, everybody from the old school.
Okay.
And I ain't never done no songs with Pookie or Lucci though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And but I see you always there supporting them. Even back in the day, you always pop up. Oh yeah,
niggas, man.
Oh yeah.
I would have liked to do a song with, like my cousin just did a song. He's telling you about it called Salad.
Salad.
Man.
Yeah. Shout out Money.
Man, that
Money
video,
Water.
that video gonna be a monster.
Man, I wanted
and
to be there.
I'm gonna be something.
Man, I know, man. I wanted to be. I said Snake,
right?
Snake. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker did that. Oh goddamn, man.
They've been 3 months fixing this out, man.
Man, say
it's gonna be like
it's
gonna sound crystal.
Dre. They say that's our Dre. A lot of people don't understand that. That's our Dre. You know what I'm saying? But
that's how Dre mix too.
Yeah, that's how you gonna do. You're gonna be away for a long time.
And you gonna see with these songs is a day or two.
Nah, leave me alone. You get what you
get.
Then
the nigga told me, I asked him, I said, Snake, you through with that? He said, yeah, I got one more song. Now I gotta mix the commercials, like the interlude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He getting it ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he already know what it takes. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming, man. Shout out to Money Water, man. I can't wait for that Porsche too. I can't wait for that Porsche too. We all, and then that video. It's serious, man.
I got the CD in there. Yeah, I got the motherfucking CD in that bitch.
I run with all my favorites, man, except for, Tuck and Tom Tom. Likewise, I would rather do a song like that.
Right.
There's so many of them I would like to work with, Tom Tom, Tuck, Pookie, Lucci, you know what I'm saying? I never did songs with them guys, man, but, it was never no problems with them. I mean, hell, I played their music on I broke DSR in Dallas. Right. So there was my niggas, DJ Curious about me then. DJ Curious about DSR to me, man, and they was jamming, so I kept playing.
What about outside the city?
Outside the city?
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? R&B, it don't matter.
Like I said, I'm a huge Isley Brothers fan because I like what they've done with their career on their own destiny like that.
Right.
They already on their own label.
Yeah, and they did the visual. They did the visual.
Oh yeah. And I'm a huge Prince fan.
Oh yeah, Prince. He played everything, every music, everything. That's why he was warm with Mike. He was like, nigga, I do everything.
And nigga, I remember one time we left the radio station, and he was up at that Erykah Badu place. Mm-hmm. Erykah Badu on
South after your forest. There you go.
It looked like that over Prince. I see. Nigga. Anointing me.
Yeah, that's like Prince. Square vision. Yeah.
I seen Prince perform 2-3 times.
Yeah.
Back in the day, at his height. Right. Sitting front, 2-3, front row, second row, third row. That's back when you could go to concerts. I've been to a lot of concerts as a youngster. My mom didn't let me go. Right. Hanging with my sister and shit, man. I'm in a lot of concerts, man. I've seen from hip hop to, Luther Vandross. Nigga, I was at the Luther Vandross concert. Nigga say, hey, he come out and say, I'm not come out in a robe and shit. Nigga say, about to introduce a young lady to y'all, to the world. He said, I'm not here to sing yet. I'm coming on later, but I'm gonna introduce this young lady to y'all. He got a robe on. He say, introduce her to the world. Whitney Houston. She was like 19 years old.
Okay. Oh, you was right there. Okay.
19 years old. I was at that concert. I was probably on the 5th or 6th row on that concert. Yeah. Y'all used to always hit the flow.
Yeah.
Hit the flow, goddamn it. I was working at Sears. They had the ticket place right there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
Well, what?
All right. So
I would get the tickets out of Ticketmaster.
Man, that's cold. That's cold.
As soon as they sell them, I'm like, give me them flow seats.
So, man, what you got planned 5 years from now, man?
Man, I do have a 5-year plan, man, but I can't give it all to you.
Yeah, you can't give it out.
But I do know I'm starting the Super Tight TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that should be launching within the next 6 to 8 weeks. We've already got the spot. We're gonna be out of Funky Town, Fort Worth. So, cause I know everybody, y'all got Dallas on lock. I gotta go out there and spread my wings. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, give y'all room to shine. I'm gonna go out here and try to shine. We're gonna do it out there, man, and me and my wife. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I see how y'all got it going. You know what I'm saying? Family first, man.
Yeah,
so,
always.
Yeah, so my wife and I doing that, hopefully we springboard that off of the All Hearted Del Party platform. Mm-hmm. And basically that's what we got planned. I got that going. you know, I got so much planned with that shit though, bro. When you see it, you coming.
Make
And I'm doing it for the city.
Make sure I got
bro,
me a seat.
it's gonna give you goosebumps.
On the seat, goddamn.
It's gonna give you goosebumps because I'm not doing it for we are not doing it. My wife and I, we are not doing this for, you know, of course we want to make money, but you know, we're not chasing no money. We doing this for the love of the city. We have goals that we want to reach, you know, as far as, you know, we big on mental health.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We want to give back. We want to give back to the community as far as homelessness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We, you know, and when we say mental health, you know, everybody, all the rich folks have that. But when you talk about inner city kids, you know what I'm saying, we have to help kids like that with mental health, depression and stuff, and get them through that. You know, you're gonna have a bunch of little motherfuckers running around here with AR-15s, running up in your schools and shit. We don't have many, or if any, black, you know, mass school shooters so far. Outside a little kid out there in Timberview and Mansfield, but they was bullying him. Right. But anyway, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a lot of mental. If we don't attack that, so that's the type of shit we want to talk about. You know, outside of, you know, keeping it street, keeping it hood, making it funny. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. You gotta have the laughter in there. You gotta have that. That's my initial plan. You know, and then from there we springboard a lot of shit out of there. Man, what's some things you learned along your journey that helped you to where you at today?
Patience.
Right.
Patience, and you have to be consistent.
Right.
You know, don't trust too many people. Keep a circle small. You know, hate to sound cliches, but some of these cliche shit is a little bit of truth in some of these jokes people tell, and same thing with cliches. You have to, you know, be careful who you hang around. You have to be careful what spirit you bring around you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes loyalty can you can be loyal to a fault. You know what I mean? And you know, I had a conversation with one of my partners the other day. You know, I would have loved for the kids I grew up with, my partners, my ace boom coon, to have been with me doing that bitch get up off me. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get that love. I was with my record label family. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I would have loved for, you know, it's just stuff like that, you know. So yeah, I learned a lot of stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, you know, just it's so much that you learn being out there, and that you want to teach people, and that's why we're doing this. Right. And that's why I'm gonna do it, and that's why other people do it, so you can share your experiences and shit. Come to the podcast, come to the Lit Podcast and get high, man. You know what I'm saying? I like this. This shit beautiful, man. Family and friends got me out here at midnight.
My bad. I'm wrapping it up right now.
Oh, that's okay. That's all love, nigga. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You know what I'm saying?
But this gonna be a classic.
Right, this is gonna be a classic. You know what I'm saying? This is
fun.
Huh?
That timer going down again before it went off when it said car full. Got 8 seconds.
I got 8 seconds? That's all I got?
That's what's showing me. 7 now.
PMC, PMC number 1. Scarface number 2.
Say, if you was in my shoes, what question would you ask yourself that I didn't ask you?
Oh shit. They see you put me on the time.
Oh,
that time.
We did. It's gonna get cut.
If I were you, what question would I have asked me?
If you was in my shoes, what question would you ask yourself that I didn't ask you?
That nigga gonna make me ask questions, they ain't gonna make me answer it.
Right.
I don't know, you did such a good job. Because we covered the history, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like we jumped around to so many subjects.
Right, I gotta have it.
You know, it's hard to. Yeah, it's hard to really concentrate when you got shit like this in your face.
In my shoes, what question would you ask yourself that I didn't ask you?
That nigga gonna make me ask questions, they ain't gonna make me answer it.
Right.
I don't know, you did such a good job. Because we covered the history, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like we jumped around to so many subjects.
Right, I gotta have
you know, it's hard to. Yeah, it's hard to really concentrate when you got shit like this in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We around here, we lit. You know, I didn't know what lit meant. I thought it was every day we lit. I I didn't know it was like this kind of getting lit.
Yeah, it was that lit. Yeah, we was getting that lit. You know what I'm saying?
I realized, I tell you what I realized once I saw the Cotton album.
Right.
I said, they got a big ass blunt. I said, oh, they try to do like my nigga from what's the nigga name from Cypress Hill? Hot boxing.
Yeah,
be real.
Be real.
Be real, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, I mean, I did so much, man, from nigga shit going to Jack the Rapper with Nemesis, and oh man, I was there with Tiny Lister. Nigga, I walked out the door with Tiny Lister.
Man.
And I was going to go get the fucking car. And I see him, he walk out the door, we walk side by side. I said, what's up to him? He go, I see what he gonna do as he's walking, he stopped. And so I go around and go get the car, and I come back with the car through the valley of the hotel. Nigga in his van. He got this van, these niggas scared to come out the van. And it's these niggas from New York, the Tim Dog nigga, cause Tim Dog just got on stage with that Fuck Compton song.
Yeah, I remember that,
Yeah, and then we was on the showcase, nigga had.
I remember Tim, and the song.
Cypress Hill, Naughty by Nature. This is before anybody heard of.
Yeah.
Everybody on this showcase pretty much went on to do just huge things. You know, Nemesis didn't cross as big as everybody else, but they're still legendary.
Right.
But I'm talking about this was the showcase that pretty much was introducing these groups to the world.
Right.
And we had never heard of it. Was Leaders of the New School, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes was there.
What's the scenario?
Oh yeah. What did I say? Cypress Hill, Naughty by Nature. Tim Dog didn't make it either. So it was really much Nemesis and Tim Dog was pretty much the only two that just didn't just blow like everybody else did. But yeah, everybody else, that was a hell of a showcase.
Man, so man, who's been your biggest support factor? Who really been behind you, rooting you on?
My wife.
Already.
My wife, Jazzy K.
Right.
Yeah, she pulled me through the depression, helped me realize what depression was. Because it's just like a drug. Because it's a chemical imbalance, and you have to realize and want to get better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so whether you go talk to somebody, or whether you go take medication from them, it's just whatever you desire. You know what I'm saying? Just get better. You gotta take care of yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the problem is people have this attitude of saying, "Oh, it never happened to me."
Right.
Then next thing you know, you done went off the hinges and went up shot up
your
a
backyard.
school. Yeah, you went up shot up a school because you could have fixed it.
Right.
So your kid could have we gotta watch these kids, watch what they doing on these phones, monitor them, put child safety locks on their shit, because that fucking thing you got in your hand right there, young lady, is the fucking devil. You know what I'm saying? They have the devil, they have the world in the palm of their hand. So much information. I mean, everybody say, oh, it ain't that bad, but we didn't come up being able to look at ass and titties. We didn't. I mean, you can go to YouTube right now. My 7-year-old daughter can go to a video without me knowing it in the backseat, hit YouTube, because I give her my phone to be on YouTube, and hit YouTube and go to that, hands on my knees shaking hands on my thigh shit. Hands on my knees shaking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That type shit, man.
Yeah.
So
man, it's crazy. It's wild.
You gonna see some ass and titties. We didn't have that coming up.
Yeah.
Shit. I remember shit. I remember fucking doing the antennas like this. Trying to catch them channels from back in the day. They said the channel that was on the VHS side.
Static.
You remember UHS and VHS on the channel? You don't remember that? Click. And we used to have two sides. One side had like channel 4, 5, 8,
and then you had the bottom one that goes to the rest of the channel.
For 21 and 39. For 21 and 39. And if you did it kind of in between, you could see some shit in there.
Don't let that knob be, bro. They got the blinds on that hoe.
Nigga, we used to look at the Benny Hill show. We used to look at the Benny Hill show.
I remember that.
That shit was porno.
That motherfucker coming big, man.
Benny Hill show was soft porn to us back in the day. As being a young man.
That nigga Janet Jackson was pouring the other day.
That was real porn. That was hard porn. At the Super Bowl, or you talking about Penny? You talking about Penny? Which one you talking about?
Wait a minute.
Hold on, nigga.
I'm talking about 80s, so don't nigga. She grew up.
You know what Thelma?
Yeah. Thelma was born too.
I'm talking about Penny.
I'm not.
You ain't talking about pennies, nigga. Which Janet you talking about, my nigga?
I'm talking about control,
Miss Jackson,
nigga.
if you nasty.
That's like shit I be doing.
I'm like control, nigga.
Miss Jackson.
Control, nigga. When she come in there, nigga, Rhythm Nation, nigga. Hold on, nigga.
I can make sure you say Janet Jackson, you know shit.
Hold on, man.
Talk about Penny and Tootie.
Nah, nigga.
Oh, nigga.
And Dina Howard and shit, like, you know, I ain't got shit, but, man, okay, so I'm gonna let the floor yours, man. Give any shout outs, man. And you know, right now I just wanna say thank you, man. You know, you don't know how much you know contributed to the legacy and to the history, and you know what I'm saying, to the, the how can I say it, like
the culture
and the growth of Dallas too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like we all get from that. We all pull from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what keeps us stronger. You know what I'm saying? You got people from like Gator Man. You got people like Fox. You know, Fox coming out.
Shout out to Gator Man.
The Trap Boy Freddy coming out with already. It's like it's there. You know, his brand is like, you know, it's like. I just want to say, you know, thank you. You know what I'm saying? We do love you. I got to have you back.
Okay.
But here go your shout outs, man. You know, before you go. You know what I'm saying?
Shout outs. I always start with my family. You know what I'm saying? Got shout out to my wife, Jazzy K. I got shout out to all my daughters, Julia, Joy, Mackenzie, and Elise, in that order. You know. From oldest to youngest. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, everybody, you know, Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Got a shout out to DJ Snake, you know what I'm saying? Our Holy Del Part show. Shit. Just everybody with the super tight TV.
Yeah.
The family, the legacy, like I said, the 5-year plan we got.
Right.
You know, we about to try to hopefully put a stain on the city, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Leave a stain on it.
Yeah, leave a stain on it.
So hopefully y'all pray for us. Y'all support us, you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to my IG, BO BO Luchiano IG, BO BO Luchiano on YouTube. Of course, like I said, the Super Tight TV is going to be on its own. It should be up, hopefully, by the time this comes up. So y'all subscribe to that, and we got to help each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, so... Yeah, man. You know, like I said, I like what you got going on. You say you're 30-something years in. I can see it, bro. You know, you got the knowledge. You're humble. You know, I can't tell you what person asked me. We went down through that.
Yeah, we went down through that. Well, I gotta have you back because I know it's more. But I wanted to say, everybody, man, say health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know where you come from, you know what I'm saying? Know you got a culture, you know what I'm saying? You just sometimes you don't know, just dig a little deeper, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro.
Digging them crates.
Listen, bro, how you know where you're going if you don't know where you've been?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know where you've been first in order to prosper in this world. And we don't have to get to you, but you should. I mean, it's already been done. All you have to do is research it.
Right.
If you take the time to research, people who start Fortune 500 companies don't ask to be, give me a handout. They research what craft they're about to go into, and then that makes them better. Even if they have to tweak it and make it their own, they still researched it and seen at least the pitfalls and the good times that person had. So, it's
initiative.
Not that, initiative. We got to hustle here in Dallas, man. We know life is not promised to us. We have to get out there and get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we need to roll up our fucking sleeves and get out there and bogart our way through this industry and take it, because they ain't gonna get to us. And shout out to the newer generation.
And like my boy Mo will say, man, stop playing with yourself, man. Like we need to come together, glue this shit. You know what I'm saying? Glue together. We like you say, everybody already know. Shit, goddamn it, if you tight like this, you know what I'm saying? You can't be broken. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So like I say, roll that shit up, nigga. Get off that motherfucking monkey shit and stay motherfucking lit like we up out this motherfucking bitch.
Street shit. Hustling out of Grand Marquis Caprices. People always told me I wasn't gonna be shit. But I always knew that I would be